will not be tolerated. Violators will be ejected. Please be advised that the use of laser pointers and air horns are not allowed during a RoughRiders game. Anyone caught using a laser pointer or air horn will be ejected. Fans, please remember that all alcoholic beverages must remain inside the building. Consumption of alcoholic beverages is not allowed outside the facility. ID wristbands are required for the purchase and consumption of alcoholic beverages. Smoking is not allowed inside the arena. Fans wishing to smoke must do so at the designated locations. Signage within the arena will direct fans to the specific smoking area. When returning to your seats, please remember to remain on the concourse and wait till a stoppage of play before beginning down the aisle. We thank you for being courteous and allowing your fellow fans to enjoy the action on the ice without interruption.
Fans, please go to the fan service table if you'd like a pink rally towel. There are extras. If you'd like one, go to the merchandise table.
People called it so old-fashioned when I was growing up. These are my roots, and this is what I love. 'Cause everybody knows me and I know them, and I believe that's the way we were supposed to live. I wouldn't trade one single day
direct your attention to the penalty box and welcome tonight's Culver's Kid Captain, Max Casella. Max won tickets to tonight's game. If you would like to sign your child up, just visit any Culver's restaurant in Cedar Rapids, Marion, or Hiawatha. You must be 12 years or younger to win. And now it's time for the Reader of the Game, sponsored by Hills Bank. Hills Bank believes in helping kids develop their literacy, whether they're reading books or learning financial literacy at the bank. Tonight's little reader is Ian Watts. Congratulations, Ian, and keep on reading. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to I'm on Ice Arena for tonight's game in the United States Hockey League between the visiting Tri-City Storm and your Cedar Rapids RoughRiders. First, the starting lineups for Tri-City. At defense, number 3, Seth Constance. At defense, number 37, Vladislav Lukashevich. At forward, number 22, Nolan Rode. At forward, number 28, AJ Lacroix. At forward, number 42, Jake Rossi. And in goal, number 31, Cameron Corpy. The head coach of the Tri-City Storm is Anthony Noreen. The assistant coaches are Sean Ceramic, Marco Trevino, and Matt Zaba. The president of hockey operations is Anthony Noreen, and the equipment manager is R.J. Harris.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the I'm on Ice Arena for tonight's United States Hockey League action as your Cedar Rapids RoughRiders entertain the Tri-City Storm. Good evening, everyone. I'm Brad Oysted. Welcome to Cedar Rapids as the Storm make their only appearance here at the stable this year. Second of 2 meetings between the two clubs. They played once in Kearney, a game that the Storm won by a score of 5-2. That was back on October 6th. On the year, the Tri-City Storm are 7-4. They are on a 2-game losing streak. They have 14 points, 4th in the Western Conference. RoughRiders are 3-6-1, 7 points, 7th in the East. Riders coming off a loss last night to Des Moines by a score of 6-3. The Storm coming off a 7-3 loss in Dubuque last night. As we said, tonight the second of 2 meetings between the two clubs. And the earlier meeting between these clubs is where we started our nightly conversation with Mark Carlson.
Mark, another night, another game as tonight the Tri-City Storm make their only appearance here at the stable. We saw them a few weeks ago out in Kearney. What sticks out in your mind from the first meeting?
They've got some good returners there and some depth, and as always, good hockey team.
So what can you take from that and last night and build on as you head toward tonight?
I thought last night in a lot of areas was our best game of the year, actually. So we've got to continue to improve in those areas and just work on consistency and understanding that it's a 60-minute game. And I know it sounds cliche, but you got to play all 60 if you want to win.
It is a cliche, but it is true. I mean, you could see the difference in the periods last night. At least I could.
Yeah, well, I think for sure you could, and that's where we've got to see, more leadership and consistency throughout, and I'm confident that we'll see that.
Head coach Mark Carlson, the conversation we had about an hour or so ago here at the stable. So let's get your starters and scratches for tonight's game for the visiting Tri-City Storm under head coach Anthony Noreen. Getting the call in goal tonight, Cameron Corpy. On the year, he is 7-1 with a goals against average of 1.89. Starting on defense for the Storm, Seth Constance and Vladislav Lukashevich. And I will trip on that one all night. I can almost guarantee you that. Starting up front for the Storm at center is Nolan Rode on the left-hand side, AJ Lacroix on the right-hand side, Jake Rossi. Out of the lineup tonight for the Storm, Brent Harper, Camelo Crandall. Also out of the lineup, Zach Beatty, Nick Peluso, Cameron Springer, and Luke Posthumus. For the Rough Riders, getting the calling goal tonight will be Sam Scopa. Sam on the year is 0-2 with a goals against average of 5.29. Starting on defense for the Rough Riders tonight, Donovan Hamilton and Joel Shelberg. The front line will have Connor Smith at center with Jack Larrigan on the right-hand side, Ryan O'Connell on the right-hand side for the Rough Riders. Not in the lineup tonight, Garrett Trotz, Landon Resendez, Riley Basson, Nico Tornas, Isaac Johnson, and Ben Mothersbaugh. So there are your starters and scratches for both sides. Full slate of action around the league tonight. 8 games in the United States Hockey League on this Saturday night. Let's get you caught up on what's going on. Some early starts coming up on the 12-minute mark in the second period. Lincoln and Des Moines are tied at 2 in Des Moines. Halfway through period number 2 in Plymouth, Michigan, the U.S. National Development Team leads the Madison Capitals by a score of 2-1. At the Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Omaha, the Omaha Lancers and the Fargo Force are tied at 2 with 15:59 to go in the second period of play. Coming up on the 14-minute mark of the second period in Waterloo, the Waterloo Blackhawks lead the Dubuque Fighting Saints by a score of 2-1. At the Tyson Event Center in Sioux City, the Musketeers lead the Chicago Steel by a score of 2-0. At the Cavelli Center in Youngstown, Ohio, the Youngstown Phantoms lead the Sioux Falls Stampede 4-1 with 13 minutes to go in the second period of play. And at the Trinity Health Arena in Muskegon, Michigan, 12:36 to go in the second period of play. And the Muskegon Lumberjacks lead the Green Bay Gamblers by a score of 2-1. So that's the rest of the action tonight in the United States Hockey League. We will, of course, keep you up to date on all of those throughout the night. As this night progresses, Rough Riders, by the way, I said this last time, I'm going to say it again. Don't try to adjust the colors on your screen. The Rough Riders are wearing pink jerseys. It is legit. They are wearing pink jerseys. It is a Breast Cancer Awareness Weekend, and these jerseys will be auctioned off for cancer research following tonight's game. So the Rough Riders in the pink jerseys with the black numerals, the Storm in the white jerseys with the purple and black trim for tonight's game. You know, momentum and getting a good start's always an important feature, but for some reason tonight I think it might be just a little bit more, and I think it has something to do with the fact both teams just coming off giving up a lot of goals last night. We'll see what happens to the ice and the rest of our pregame ceremonies.
Tonight's difference maker in the community is the team at St. Luke's Breast and Bone Health. This group of healthcare professionals is dedicated to providing patients with professional, personalized, and compassionate care for all their breast and bone health needs, including mammograms for breast cancer screening. St. Luke's is proud to be the only nationally accredited breast center in Cedar Rapids, meaning they have made a commitment to provide the highest level of quality breast care. They also work closely with the team at the Nassif Community Cancer Center, ensuring patients diagnosed with breast cancer receive coordinated and comprehensive cancer care. Accepting the award tonight on behalf of the team is mammographer Shelley Olert, on behalf of Geico and the RoughRiders, thank you to St. Luke's Breast and Bone Health for all you do for women in our community. Fans, we ask that you now please rise if able, remove your hats, and welcome to the ice Katie Wilmot with Unity Point with the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Fans, please welcome now to the ice our honorary puck droppers this evening, Chase and Brooke McMahon, owner of Brooks Cleaning Service and the sponsor of tonight's jerseys. Drop that puck. A big thank you to both Chase and Brooke McMahon, owner of Brooks Cleaning Service, and for tonight's beautiful pink jerseys.
Well, the pregame festivities are on the way. It is time to drop the puck and play some hockey tonight as the Tri-City Storm and the Cedar Rapids RoughRiders get together here in Cedar Rapids. Two referees working tonight's game, Anthony Victor and Lucas Strock. Linesmen are Sarah Bruckner and Aaron Mostrom. Let me try this again. It's Lucas Stork. I can't read my own handwriting. All right. Riders defend the goal to our right. Storm defend the goal to the left. Connor Smith moving in to take the draw against Nolan Road, a pair of 22s. The puck's on the ice in the Tri-City end of the rink where the Storm have control of it. Cleared ahead to neutral to the Rider line and backhanded in deep. Going in after it in the corner for the Storm is Jake Rossi. Knocked away from him to the point. Held in by Constance. He clears it behind the net. Centering attempt broken up neatly by Shellberg. Cleared into the corner left-hand side of the Rider goal. Now back behind the net. Connor Smith picks it up. Starts out the right-hand side. Being back-checked all the way out, but gets the puck into the neutral ice area. Clears it ahead down into the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm clear it back out to neutral. Back ahead to the Rider line. As they carry it in, shot from the circle, stopped by Scopa. Kind of a bad angle shot, but nonetheless a shot. No, with the blue line steered away as well. Cleared into the corner on the left-hand side. Reverse back around to the near side now. As the Riders cleared off the glass out to neutral. Picked up there by Larigan, who clears it in deep for the RoughRiders. Kick back out to neutral. Riders get it back, dump it in, go in after it. Puck in the Tri-City zone, back in behind the net. Cleared around the left-hand side. Ahead it comes into the neutral ice area. Riders intercept that, send it back to the blue line. Picked back up by the Storm. They'll fire it the length of the ice into the Rider zone. Scopa for escape. Clears it around to the near side for Hajibi. Now picked up by Zach Sharp. Circles behind his own goal. Chased all the way behind the net. Back out the near side. It comes with a pass now for Philbrick. Ryan Philbrick clears it into the neutral ice area, knocked away there, cleared right back down into the Rough Rider end of the rink. Puck carries into the corner, now to the left of Scopa as they go in after it. Centering attempt, nobody home. Riders clear that away. Brennan out to the blue line with it. Not out of the zone, however. Now the Riders feather it out into the neutral ice area, knocked down at center ice. Smith picks it back up and clears it down into the Rough Rider end of the rink. Puck clears up along the boards, now cleared back in behind the net around to the right-hand side. Broken up, shot goes through the crease, comes back to the near side. Storm hold it in, poke it down into the corner, reversed around to the right-hand side. After it there is Briere. He's taken up along the board, still has the puck now right in front of the Zamboni doors. It comes loose. Riders poke it ahead. Aiden Welsh picks it off to the near side, takes the return, brings it across the center line to the Tri-City zone. Drop pass comes back, moving in, taking the shot over the top was Muscott. Cleared back out to the point, shot there by Hamilton, goes just off the mark. Shellberg moves in, holds it, backhand shot wide. Cleared back down in behind the net. Carries into the corner on the left-hand side, knocked away back along the boards. Centering attempt broken up by the Tri-City defense, and then fire it into the crowd. And we'll get a face-off coming up in the Tri-City end of the rink, as the Rough Riders get the early pressure. 17-17 to go here in the first period. No score in the contest. Face off to the stick side of Cameron Corpy. Muscott pulls it back. Quick shot by Lee, steered wide. Cleared back around to the far side, held in there by Shellberg. Gets it down low, centering attempt broken up by the Storm defense. And I think got broken up with a high stick. Nope, it's a high sticking penalty on the Tri-City Storm. And heading off is Blake Steenerson. Time of the penalty will be the 2:53 mark of the period. Steenerson off for a high stick, and the Rough Riders will get the first man advantage of the evening. Rough Rider power play on the year is 3 for 32. Be a good time to do something about that. Face off to the glove side of the Tri-City net. Puck cleared back to the blue line as the Rough Riders set it up. Shellberg on the near point. Slides it across for Kronwald. Back for Shellberg. Off to the near side. Hajibi top of the circle. Down low. Out front. O'Connell. Shot knocked high in the air. Picked up by the Storm and flipped down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Riders will go back to pick it up in their own zone. Turning and coming ahead with it. Shellberg. Cross-rake pass hits Kronwald in the skates. It carries all the way down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Back into the corner right-hand side. Drop back out. Hajibi at the blue line now sends it down low, knocked away momentarily as they fight for it in the corner. Back out to the point. Shellberg over to hold it in. Gets it to Hajibi into the slot area, broken up by the Tri-City defense, cleared off the glass and down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Tri-City penalty kill is at 86.5% on the year. Puck cleared back into the Rough Riders, or in the Tri-City zone, I should say, by the Rough Riders. Carries back behind the goal, cleared around to the near side, off the boards and back to the Cedar Rapids end of the rink. 55 in the man advantage as Philbrook circles behind his own goal, turns and brings it ahead. Ryan Philbrook gets it ahead now for Welsh, who brings it into the Tri-City zone. Poke checked away, and the Storm clear it back out. Send it down to the Rider end of the rink on a partial break. Cutting in with it for the Tri-City Storm was Trevor Conley. He got tied up at the last second. Got it on goal, but it was steered away, and the Riders turn to come back. Pass deflected. They're offside. If they go back in, they clear the zone. Riders pick it up, dump it in. Storm pick it off and clear it right back down the ice. Sharp will turn and bring it ahead for the Rough Riders across the center line into the Tri-City end of the rink. Carries back down into the corner along the right-hand side. Back out toward the blue line. Sharp holds it in. His shot goes over the top of the goal. Puck carries along the left-hand boards, knocked down there. Stormer back at full strength. We're scoreless as we come up on 5 minutes into period number 1. Puck cleared to the neutralized area. RoughRiders pick it up there. Pass knocked away. Cleared back down to the Cedar Rapids end of the rink. Shellberg back to get it in his own zone. Shellberg gets it around to the left-hand side. Knocked away there. Picked back up on front. Shot. Save Scopa. As Briere got left alone in the slot. Got a quick shot off. Scopa with the pad save it. Here come the Riders back the other way. As they bring it in, Shellberg tries to slip it ahead for Lee. That doesn't connect. Lee catches up to it along the right-hand boards. Take it up along the boards there. Puck squirts away out into the neutral ice area. Lee back there digging for it again. Knocked away. Storm pick it up. Set it cross rink. Pass deflected. Still in their own zone. Charlie Kinsman has it there. He'll clear it down the ice into the Rough Rider end of the rink. Puck carries back along the end boards there. 4 or 5 of them pile up there digging for it. They keep squirming, digging for it. Somebody's lost a stick down at the bottom of the pile. Riders pull it out of there and come away. Ajibi turns and brings it ahead. Ajibi comes ahead 3-on-3. Ajibi, everybody else was in the pile back behind the net, by the way. Puck cleared back off to the left-hand side, out of the zone, brought back in, offside on the Rough Riders. We'll get a timeout with 13:43 to go here in period number 1. And the Rough Riders and the Tri-City Storm are scoreless. On the out-of-town scoreboard, 4 minutes to go in the second. Lincoln and Des Moines are tied at 2. 2 periods in the book. And Plymouth, Michigan, Madison leads the U.S. national team 3-2. 7:36 to go in the second. Fargo and Omaha tied at 2. 4:50 to go in the second. Waterloo leads Dubuque 3-2. 2:32 to go in the second. Sioux City leads Chicago 3-0. 5:45 to go in the second. Youngstown leads Sioux Falls by a score of 4-1. Muskegon and Green Bay are tied at 2 with 6.5 to go in the second period of play. And here with 13:43 to go in the first period of play, we are scoreless between the Tri-City Storm and the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. Face-off will be coming up down in the, or outside I should say, of the Tri-City blue line. Puck down on the ice, cleared back off to the side, now picked up by the Storm. They'll feather it down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Carries down into the corner on the right-hand side, knocked away there momentarily. Out to the point, Constance holds it in. His shot goes wide. Cleared back around to the near side, picked up by the Storm. Circling with it there now is Simpson. Takes it behind the goal, around to the right-hand side it goes. For view, he has it, drops it back out to the point. Fanning on the shot there is Cohane. Cleared back down into the corner. Riders have it to the right of the goal. Shellberg pokes it off to the side. Now cleared back to the blue line. Knocked down by the Storm. Held in. As moving in with it now is Simpson. Backhand shot saved by Scopa. It goes up and out of play. And we'll get a face-off coming up in the Rough Rider end of the rink.
Please direct your attention to the video board for tonight's
Which gives defenseman Garrett Slezak a chance to go pick up his stick, which had gotten knocked out of his hands. Face-off will be to the left-hand side of Sam Scopa. Puck down on the ice now as they fight for it along the boards. Knocked away, picked up by the Riders who turn and come back out. Cleared back ahead now, carrying it in is Philip Lalonde. He'll drop it back toward the blue line. That's picked up by the Storm. Cleared back out into the neutral ice area. There come the Storm back in on the attack. Lacroix takes it back behind the goal. Knocked away there. Philbrick had it momentarily. Storm poke it back loose. Picked up on the right-hand side. Drop back out to the point. Near side, McHugh. And his shot hit traffic. Carries way wide. Back in behind the net it goes, up along the end boards. Riders pull it out of the pile, circle out the right-hand side, off the boards, into the neutralized area, down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Races on! And Storm are going to get the break. A call icing on the RoughRiders. That's the modified icing rule. The linesman makes a judgment call about the time the players get to the face-off dot. If the RoughRiders were going to get to it first, play goes on. If the Storm were going to get to it first, icing is called. The ruling was the Storm were going to get there first. So the icing call is made. Face-off will be to the glove side of Sam Scopa. Riders wanted to make one last change, but Anthony Victor is saying no. Face-off will be to the glove side of Scopa. And Riders still trying to get one last change in, and referee saying no. Face-off will be to the glove side of Scopa. Puck down, cleared along the boards. Gronwald has it there, drops it behind the net, takes the return pass. Gronwald feathers it off the board, steered out into the neutralized area. Knocked down there as the Storm have it back in their own zone. Cleared out to neutral to the Rider end of the rink. Riders backpedal and pick it up there. Cleared off to the right-hand side as they bring it ahead through a line change and cleared into the Tri-City end of the rink. Hit the pipe with it on the way by. Puck cleared off to the left-hand side. Storm pick it up there. Turn and come back out with Cameron Briere. Briere gets the pass off to the near side. Takes the return. Brings it into the RoughRiders zone. Moves in. Shot. Save Scopa. Put the big glove up and caught it. Now some pushing and shoving after the play. And that turns into nothing, I should say. We'll get a face-off in the RoughRider end of the rink. Face-off will be to the stick side of Sam Scopa, which is his right-hand side. Back to the top of the circle. Storm have it there. Centering attempt goes right out of the stick of Falloon. Comes back out. Constance at the point. Holds it. Gets it for Connolly in the left-hand circle. Back out to the blue line. Cross-rink pass. Goes over to the far point where it's controlled by Lukasevich. Cleared back into the Rider end of the rink. Knocked away. Littler will pick it up and clear it back down into the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm have control of it there. Cleared back out. Falloon at neutral. Knocked down. Cleared back into the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm send the pass cross rink. Brought ahead to the Rider line into the Cedar Rapids end of the rink. Poked away. Riders get it back. Cleared around to the near side. Ajibi gets it, tries to clear it out, gets it out of the zone. Constance dumps it in. Storm peel out. Head for the bench on a change as the Riders turn and start out of their own zone. 10:40 to go here in a scoreless first period as Shellberg brings that in. Shellberg has it knocked away, and here come the Storm back the other way. Connolly slips it out front. The backhand shot, the save by Scopa, and the net's off the moorings. The goal light came on, but referee Anthony Victor very quickly waving it off. That was actually Lucas Stork that waved it off. So now I'm going to talk about it in front of the penalty box area. 10:29 to go here in period number one. It was a very emphatic wave off on the part of the referee. And remember, the guys in the striped shirts have the final say, not the goal judge. I don't know if the net came off before the puck went in or if somebody got into the crease early or what, but goal was very clearly waved off, and it's going to stay waved off, which I'm pretty sure will necessitate conversations with both coaches. And there go our referees, Anthony Victor and Lucas Stork, over to talk with Anthony Noreen. So there'll be a face-off coming up. I'm assuming it will be in the Cedar Rapids end of the rink. After a very intense conversation with Anthony Noreen, a quick conversation with Mark Carlson, and we're ready to go. Face-off will be to the club side of Scopa. It'll be Pilgrim taking the draw for the Storm. Cleared back out to the blue line area. Sampson has it there. Gets it in front. Shot steered toward the goal, but it rolled off the stick of Steenerson, and then Scopa dove out and covered it up. We'll get a face-off coming up in the Rough Rider end of the rink once again. Shots unofficially are 3-1 in favor of the Storm, but up on the scoreboard it's still 0-0. Puck cleared along the side, knocked back down into the corner as they fight for it along the boards. Knocked away back out toward the blue line. Held in by the Storm as it carries down into the corner, reversed around to the right-hand side. Picked up there, dumped back in behind the goal now for Steenerson. Has it in the right-hand corner. He's tied up with Philbrick as they fight for it there. Puck comes away along the right-hand boards. Cleared out into the neutral ice area where the Storm have control of it. Cross-rink pass comes to the near side. Back it goes to the far side for the Storm. Poked ahead to the Rider blue line, knocked away. Philbrick gets it across the center line, dumps it in, and then heads for the bench as the Riders finish up a change. Storm in their own zone, cleared off to the left-hand side. Cross-rink pass comes to the near side. Is coming ahead with it is Cooper Simpson. He'll send it down to the Rider end of the rink. Riders have it there. Turn, try for the long pass. Got deflected away from O'Connell as it carries down to the Storm end of the rink. Cleared back around the left-hand boards. With it over there is Rossi. Jake Rossi clears it out into the neutral ice area. Head to the Rider line. Picked up there by Schiller. Takes it behind his own net. Clears it around to the right-hand side. Poked out into the neutral ice area. Was deflected. Takes care of the icing call. Storm go back to get it in their own zone. Cleared back around to the left-hand side. Sent back in behind the net now where Cohane has it. He'll turn and bring it out with a pass for Rossi. Cross-rink goes back to Cohane. Stops at the blue line. Goes cross-rink. Still has it now on his backhand. Will send it down to the Rider end of the rink. Riders have control of it there. 8:40 to go, period number one. No score as the Riders get control of it and bring it in. Gronwald into the Tri-City zone. Drops it wide of the goal. Rings around to the left-hand side. Now back out front. Shot save. Cleared back out to the blue line. Gronwald has to backpedal and pick it up. Gets it ahead now for the Rough Riders for Lalonde. He'll poke it ahead now for Caleb Mahar. Mahar carries it in along the boards on the right-hand side. Tagged into the boards for the effort. Still had the puck. Now it gets knocked away and the Storm pick it up. Turn to clear it into the neutral ice area. Smith down the near side with it for Tri-City. Carries it in. That's Ryan Smith along the boards. Drops it back out for Constance. Sends it cross-rink. Shot. Save. Scopa loose in front. Cleared away by the defense. Goes back into the corner on the left-hand side. Knocked away. Picked up by the Rough Riders who cleared off the glass out to neutral. Constance back to his own blue line to pick it up. Gets it ahead now into the Rough Riders zone. Smith carries it in. Riders pick it up there. That's Brennan. Drops the pass off now for Sharp, who brings it ahead. Sharp will fire it down into the Tri-City zone. Carries behind the goal. Comes around to the near side. Out into the neutral ice area. Back to get it. Donovan Hamilton clears it ahead. Knocked away there. Hamilton gets it back. Slides it off now for Schiller. Schiller gets it ahead now for Hajibi, who clears it in. Along the boards on the right-hand side, Storm get it back out to the Rough Riders zone. Knocked loose there. Brennan picks it up, turns and starts the other way. Brennan had it poke checked off his stick. Picked up by the Storm, who come back on the attack. Owen Breckner carries it in, drops it back toward the blue line, held in, backhanded down into the corner. As it goes to the left of Scopa, they pile up in the door right by leads to the Rough Rider locker room. Knocked away, cleared back out into the neutral ice area. Schiller picks it up, crosses the center line, sends it down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm Riders, I should say, get a change going. Falloon sends it cross rink for the Storm. Connolly circles back in his own zone. Turns ahead with a head of steam into the Rough Rider end of the rink. Carries it in, poke checked off his stick as they fight for it along the boards. Now sent down into the corner, knocked away there as they fight for it along the side. Drop back out to the point. Shot, save Scopa. Got the blocker to it as it clears to the near side. Back in behind the net now to the right-hand corner it goes. That's a Grable, drops it back, takes the return pass. Colin Grable will lift it high in the air down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm deflected away from the charging Rough Riders. Catching up to it, Larrigan sends it down into the corner. Control there, Connor Smith. Smith drops it back along the boards. Larrigan drops it down for Smith again. Smith trying to get it out front to O'Connell, went under his stick. Cleared back out into the neutral ice area. Storm pick it up, backhanded in, go in after it. Coming after it there is Rode, takes it behind the goal, centering attempt back out front. Shot and a save by Scopa as he stops Rossi. Back off on the right-hand side, cleared away. Out into the neutral ice area. Cleared down into the Rough Rider end of the rink, knocked away back out into the neutral ice area as it comes up along the board, knocked away there. Storm pick it up, turn, cleared out to neutral. Riders intercept there, had it momentarily. Lee couldn't get it onto his stick. It was in his skates. Riders have it back in their own zone now, cleared out into the neutral ice area. Down to the Tri-City line. Storm had it there momentarily. Now it's cleared ahead back to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Coming up with it there for the Riders is Hamilton. Gets it off to the side. Now cleared out to neutral. To the open wing. Races on. Storm get to it first. Constance clears it ahead to the Riders zone. Riders clear right back out as Lee brings it in. Feathers the pass ahead for Walsh. Just a little bit in front of him. Aiden Welch just couldn't quite catch up to it. Cleared back into the corner on the left-hand side. Knocked down there. Cleared back high in the air down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. It's going back to get it there for the Rough Riders is Schiller. He'll clear it into the neutral ice area. Schiller brings it ahead, sends it down into the corner on the left-hand side. Knocked away around the boards on the near side. Back out, Schiller fires, and coming up the save there is Corpy, who traps it and hangs on with 4:15 to go here in the period at number one. Still looking for our first goal of the night. On the out-of-town scoreboard, 2 periods in the books in Des Moines, Lincoln, and Des Moines tied at 2. Ready to start the third in Plymouth, Michigan. Madison in front of the National Development Team, 3-2. 2 periods in the books in Omaha, Fargo and Omaha tied at 2. Ready to start the third in Waterloo. The Blackhawks lead Dubuque 3-2. 2 periods in the books in Sioux City. The Musketeers lead the Chicago Steel 4-0. At Cavelli Center in Youngstown, the Phantoms lead the Sioux Falls Stampede 4-2 after 2. Ready to start the third in Muskegon. The Gamblers lead the Muskegon Lumberjacks by a score of 3-2. And here with 4:15 to go in the first period of play, the Rough Riders and the Tri-City Storm are scoreless. Face-off will be coming up in the Tri-City end of the rink. Drew Stewart moving in to take the draw for the Riders as it's poked into the corner, controlled by the Storm. Back behind their own net, cleared back to the blue line. It comes out to neutral. Welch sends it off to the left-hand side, knocked away. Storm cleared ahead into the Rough Riders zone. Puck cleared in deep. Sharp has it along the boards right-hand side, clears it out into the neutral ice area. Storm get to it first, clear it back ahead, fired in by Pilgrim. Karam's back in front of the goal. Riders overskated it. Storm got a quick shot off. Scopo with the big save. Cleared back out to the point. McEwen's shot knocked down. Poked away to the right-hand side. Aiden Wells chips it out into the neutral ice area as it's poked back to the Tri-City blue line. Storm get it back into the Rough Rider end of the rink. As coming in, shot and a goal. Taking the quick shot was Dallas View. Got loose in the slot area, took the quick shot, popped it home.
Hey, Rider fans.
And the Tri-City Storm grabbed the lead at the 16:28 mark of period number 1.
Will be announced in the third period.
As the Storm grabbed the lead, 1-0. Nothing more than a quick wrist shot in the slot area. I'm not sure if Sam was screened or not, but Storm have the lead as the puck's cleared back out into the neutral ice area, fired ahead down to the Tri-City zone. Cleared around to the left-hand boards, back out to the blue line. It comes into the neutral ice area. Riders pick it off, drive it back in, and go in after it. Back behind the Tri-City net, cleared around to the left-hand side. That's Cohane for Tri-City. Clears it back out to the blue line, comes across. It's offside. GB held it in momentarily, and then he backed up with it. Pulled the play offside. We'll take the face-off back outside the Tri-City blue line with 3:03 to go in the period number 1. And the Tri-City Storm in front by a score of 1-0. Puck down on the ice, cleared into the Tri-City, into the rink. Connor Smith giving chase. Cleared back around to the right-hand side. Puck cleared back out into the neutral ice area. Shellberg has it back at his own blue line. Slides the pass ahead, now tipped down into the Tri-City zone. O'Connell tipped it in. Connor Smith going after it. Gets it out for it, but unable to pull the trigger was the Rough Riders' Jack Larrigan. Cleared back out. Smith fires. Save is made in traffic. Knocked away back to the near side. As the Storm cleared back out, Falloon brings it ahead into the Tri-City end of the rink. Falloon has it there. Centering attempt knocked away by the Rough Rider defense. Cleared to the blue line. Not out. Back into the along the boards, the left-hand side. Falloon has it there. Knocked away from him. Picked up and cleared in deep by Breckner. Back in behind the goal it goes. Riders take it into the corner. Tagged up along the boards there for the Riders was Kason Muscat. Comes back out to the blue line. Storm hold it in. Back along the boards, cleared behind the net now as Breckner has it there for the Storm. We got a penalty coming up. This one's going on the Rough Riders. And somebody's headed off on a hook.
Fans, our next home game will be November 17th. It's our Honor and Respect Military Appreciation Night. Join us as we take on
And heading off, looks like it's going to be Joe Schiller. I like the pink jerseys. They're very colorful, very attractive, and the numbers on the sleeves are almost impossible to read. But that's all right. We'll get through it anyway. Schiller goes off 2 on a hook for Cedar Rapids at the 18:11 mark of the period. So we'll get our first look at the Tri-City power play, which is running at 13.7%, 7 out of 51. As the Riders get the draw and send it all the way down the ice, the Rough Rider penalty kill is at 65%. Cleared back in behind the Tri-City goal as the Storm turn and come out on the attack. Bringing it ahead is Nizameyev. Carries it down into the corner. Nizameyev clears it back around to the near side. Riders get to it first. Cleared out to the point. Constance holds it in. Slides it across for Road. Back for Constance. Down to the face-off circle. Rozzi gets it in front. Shot, tip, save. Another save by Scopa. He got 2 of them in front there. Puck cleared to the right-hand side as they fight for it in the corner. Right in front of the Zamboni doors Four of them digging for it there. Storm pull it out, back out to the point. Constance moves into the slot, fires. That goes wide as we go under a minute to go here in the period. And somebody got called for chopping it down with a high stick. We're going to go back to the Tri-City end of the rink for the face-off. With 54.2 to go in the period, minute 5 in the man advantage. So we will just watch the period clock. As we'll take the face-off down to the Tri-City end of the rink to the left of Cameron Corpy.
Remember, Terry Durham Company is your one-stop shop for electrical and telecommunications.
Puck down on the ice, controlled by the Storm. As they drop it back in behind their own goal, cleared off to the left-hand side. They get it organized, turn and bring it out. Smith on the near side, drops it back now for Conley, who comes ahead with a full head of steam, brings it into the zone, slides it off to the right-hand side, into the Rough Rider end. Carried down into the corner by Breckner, drops it back out to the point. Off to the near side, Conley moves into the top of the circle. Moving in, slides it low, back out front. Shot over the top by Smith. Conley takes it back in behind the goal, circles out the right-hand side. Conley stops, slides the pass across, shot, saves Scopa, and we'll get a whistle as the net's off the mooring, so we pile up along the end boards. Nothing will come of that. We'll get a face-off back at the Rough Rider end of the rink with 14 and a half seconds to go here in the period number 1. And the Tri-City Storm leading it by a score of 1-0. Face-off will be to the left of Scopa. View gets the goal, an unassisted tally. As the puck clears back in behind the goal, Riders get control of it. Cleared high. Conley's going to get called for chopping that down with a high stick. He had the whole stick above his shoulders. So basically, instead of going back to their own end to chase it down, they'll go back down there and have a face-off with 8.4 seconds to go. First period action here at I'm on Ice Arena in Cedar Rapids. The Tri-City Storm leading the home Rough Riders by a score of 1-0. Face-off is to the stick side of Cameron Corpy. Puck cleared back off to the side, knocked away there, back in behind the net. As the Storm pick it up, clear it out. Smith has it along the boards, and that will take care of the first 20 minutes of play in tonight's game. Our score after 1 is the visiting Tri-City Storm 1 and the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders 0. Shots unofficially on the scoreboard. We'll get the official ones coming up here in a little bit. Storm out shooting the Rough Riders 8-3. Riders will start down a man for the first 11 seconds of period number 2. And that's a brief look at period number 1. We'll recap the detail in a couple of minutes. Right now, let's head down to the ice for the first intermission activities.
Hey, Rider Town, it's a new entrance for me. I'm coming out on center ice. We are ready for our first intermission entertainment. But first, fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise. These tees are courtesy of Performance Therapies, the official strength and conditioning partner of the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders. All right, Rider Town, tonight it's the Mulligan's Pub musical chairs, and we are rocking out to pink. Now, I have 3 teams representing different organizations. We have the Rough Riders team organization here. Make some noise. We have Orbis with us here tonight. Make some noise for Orbis. And finally, we have Unity Point. Make some noise for our Unity Point team. Now, you know how musical chairs works. The last one sitting will be going home with a gift card courtesy of Mulligan's, home of the Pink Floyd drink. Every drink sold is $1 donated to the Helen Nassif Cancer Center. All right, Ridertown, are you ready? Play that music. Let's do this. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Wow, that was close. That was close. I didn't know how aggressive we were going to get. Okay, we're realigning the chairs. The music is starting back up. All right, let's see you go around. This is going to get more and more aggressive. Oh, okay. I'm telling you, that was close as well. All right, another chair is coming out. And the music is starting again. 3 chairs. Oh, now I'm seeing the strategy come out. Great alignment. All right. We are setting up with 2 chairs, 3 people. Here we go. Oh! The music is still going. Oh, so close for orbits though, so close. Okay, it's hard doing musical chairs on the ice. That is a difficult proposition. All right, 1 chair, 2 people. Who's taking it home? Oh, I like it. Ingenious. Oh, and we have our winner, and it's repping the RoughRiders as well. Make some noise, Ridertown! And a big thanks to Mulligan's for our first musical chairs. That was a lot of fun, Ridertown.
Now, there's an even better reason to buy your next car at the Castle. It's our lifetime engine warranty. That's right, on every qualified vehicle we sell, you get the assurance of the Castle lifetime engine warranty, free for life. No matter how many years you own the vehicle, no matter how many miles you drive. Come to the Castle and leave with peace of mind, guaranteed for life.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead, letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites, and always a smile.
Rider Nation, let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
Feed Bruce.
Let's ride.
Let's ride.
CRST Country.
Let's ride.
Participate in the greatest hockey contest around during the second intermission. It's our Westdale Chick-fil-A Cluck-a-Puck. Wheel on over to the Nokian Tires fan service table and purchase your pucks now for a chance to win fantastic prizes from our participating sponsors.
Who will be the next fan to sit in the hottest seat in the stable, courtesy of Quickstar? Not only will you have the chance to cheer on the riders from center ice in the Quickstar hotspot, but you'll also appear on the Jumbotron and receive a complimentary pizza coupon for Quickstar's hotspot. To register, just wheel on over to the Nokian Tires fan service table and complete the required information. The winner will be contacted by the RoughRiders office. A big thank you to our dear friends at Quickstar for providing a hot night out in the coolest place in the community.
Don't forget to look your best with the Rider Wear merchandise available at the Bim Ritter merchandise stand on the main arena concourse. Check out all the new hats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, cowbells, and more.
Pizza Ranch Cedar Rapids is giving away a family fun pack. This package includes 4 free buffets and 4 virtual reality roller coaster rides. This prize pack is valued at $84. If you'd like a chance to win, all you need to do is stop by the Bim Ritter merchandise stand and sign up. Winner will be selected in the second intermission.
Now, there's an even better reason to buy your next car at the castle. It's our lifetime engine warranty.
Hey, Ridertown. Oh, there it is. Hey, you know what that music means. It's time for the Tyson's Price is Right Coop here. I'm joined by my new friend, Cassie, who's been kind enough to play the Tyson's Price is Right game with me. Okay, here's how it goes. We're going to have an item. You're going to correctly guess the sales price of a featured item in Tyson's latest sales catalog. All right, Cassie? Look up to the big screen because tonight our featured item is a Tommy Big Farm Peterbilt toy truck. What do you think the price of that is, Cassie? You have 3 options. What are you going with for this one?
$45.99.
Cassie is going with $45.99. Show it to me on the big board. Ah! But Cassie, that's okay. You're still going home with a $10 gift card to Tyson's. We want to thank Tyson's. Remember, they've been putting the customer first at 24 locations throughout Wisconsin and Iowa. Thanks, Cassie, and thanks, Tyson's. And hey, fans, it's time to have some fun with the Lynn Area Credit Union Emoji Cam. Can you match the emoji? And fans, let's keep on rolling. It's time to get eastbound and down. It's the CRST Truck Care. Was the CRST Truck Cam from our friends at CRST. Hey fans, make sure you direct your attention to the big board. Let's check out scores from around the league with the Checktown Station Out of Town scoreboard.
And welcome back to the Amon Ice Arena between periods 1 and 2 of tonight's game, with the Cedar Rapids RoughRiders trailing the Tri-City Storm by a score of 1-0. Shots were 8-3 in that first period, and only one of them went in, and that went in on the Tri-City side of the ledger. For a nice call, Riders pick it up. Fan on the clearing pass. Gronwald goes back to get it behind his own goal. Clears around to the near side, and that's going to put this one in the books. The final score. You know something? That was the end of the game last night. Get back up a little far. Here, let's try this one. I'm going to get it for you yet, I promise. Side Aiden Walsh chips it out into the neutralized area. As it's poked back to the Tri-City blue line. Storm get it back into the Rough Rider end of the rink. It's coming in. Shot and a goal! Taking the quick shot was Dallas View. Dallas View picking up the goal, an unassisted tally at the 16:28 mark. And that's the only goal of the period, and Tri-City leads it by a score of 1-0. Both teams have had one power play opportunity. The Riders came up empty on theirs. The Storm have 11 seconds left on theirs. As we said, shots on goal in the period, 8-3 in favor of the Storm. Let's have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard here in the first intermission. At Buccaneer Arena in Urbandale, the Buccaneers lead the Lincoln Stars 3-2 with 11:25 to go in the third period of play. 5:20 to go in the third at USHockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. The Madison Capitals lead the U.S. National Team Development Program 3-2. At the Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Omaha, Nebraska, the Omaha Lancers, the Fargo Force, are tied at 2 apiece. At Young Arena in Waterloo, the Blackhawks lead the Dubuque Fighting Saints by a score of 4-3. At the Tyson Events Center in Sioux City, Iowa, the Sioux City Musketeers lead the Chicago Steel 4-1. They have 11 minutes to go in the third period of that one. At the Cavelli Center in Youngstown with 15:58 to go in the third, Youngstown is in front of Sioux City 4-3. With 12:50 to go in the third, Green Bay and Muskegon are tied at 4 at Trinity Health Arena in Muskegon, Michigan. And of course here, after one, Tri-City leads it by a score of 1-0. Standings heading into play tonight, the Eastern Conference, the Dubuque Fighting Saints on top. They are 8-1-1-1. That's 18 points to lead the Eastern Conference. Muskegon second with 15. Then comes Youngstown, Madison, Green Bay, the U.S. National Team. Riders in the 7th spot with 7 points, and Chicago's on the bottom with 3 points. In the Western Conference, Fargo leads the way with 18 points. Sioux Falls is second with 15, tied with the Sioux City Musketeers. Then comes Tri-City, Waterloo, Lincoln, rounding out the top 6. Des Moines has 6, and Omaha has 2 points on the season. Leading scorer in the league, Eric Paulson of Dubuque. He has 18 points on the year. Matt Gridden of Muskegon leads the league in goals with 10. Trevor Conley of Tri-City leads the league in assists with 12. And Ryan Kustler of Omaha and Noah Jones of Omaha lead the league in penalty minutes with 37. Actually, it's a three-way tie. Andrew Strathman of Youngstown also with 37 penalty minutes. Top goaltender in the league is Anton Castro of Fargo with a 1.39 goals against average. Just a quick check of leaders around the United States Hockey League in this first intermission as we wait for the teams to come back out to get period number 2 underway. Maybe not the greatest first period of hockey on either side, to be honest with you. A lot of the game played at neutral ice. But I don't know that either coaches can be violently unhappy either. I think they played okay. Not great, but they played okay. If I have a concern, and that is, I think Tri-City is getting to a few more of the loose pucks than we are. And I'd like to see that change a little bit. See if we can get to a few more of the loose pucks. And more importantly, get more than just one shot on Cameron Corpy. He is way too, well, I don't have to limit it to him. Every goaltender in the league is all too good to get beat on one shot normally. You're going to have to get in, get screens and tips and all of those fun things. So I'd like to see him get in and get some closer shots at Corpy. We'll see what happens. First order of business for the RoughRiders is they got to kill off 11 seconds to get back to full strength. Tri-City Storm will defend the goal to our right here in the second period of play. RoughRiders defend the goal to the left. Riders control the draw, fire it all the way down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Cleared around to the near side now. As the penalty expires, Schiller joins the play, which was kind of right in front of him as he came out of the box. Puck cleared down into the RoughRider end of the rink, back in behind the net, cleared around to the left-hand side. Out to the point it comes, cross right to the near side. Shot saved by Scopa. As getting the shot. Whoa, hang on a second. Some pushing and shoving after the play, and I think Anthony Victor's going to put an end to this in a hurry. Road goes off for Tri-City, and Grable for Cedar Rapids. Coincidental roughing calls.
Both Tri-City and your Riders are headed to the Great America Sin Bin.
So we'll play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Face-off will be to the stick side of Sam Scopa. Puck down on the ice, lifted high in the air. Riders knock it down, turn, bring it into the neutral ice area. As Brennan got knocked down as he cleared it out. Puck cleared off the boards out to neutral. Picked up by Breckner, who backhands it into the RoughRiders zone. Picked up Conley, cutting in on the backhand. The save is made. Scopa got across to cut it off. Puck cleared back off to the near wing. Riders bring it out. Shelberg has it knocked off his stick. Conley brings it back in, but they're offside. Pass just a little bit off the mark and through the play offside, so we'll take it back out to neutral for the draw. With 1:34 to go in the coincidental minors. And 19:05 to go in the second period of play. Just underway here, period number 2, with Tri-City in front by a score of 1-0. Conley and Gronwald down at jousting for position. Referee Anthony Victor coming over and trying to take charge here. Puck cut down on the ice, controlled by the Storm as it comes back out to the near side. We got some pushing, shoving, and a penalty coming up. Another shove there. Gronwald shoves back. And we're kind of watching to see what's going to, everybody's paired off here, but I don't think it's going to turn into much, at least as far as fights go, but we are going to get penalties called. Looks like we're going to get one on each side again. Conley going off for Tri-City. And Gronwald going off for the RoughRiders. I haven't seen the official calls. I'm assuming they're going to get coincidental roughs. We'll wait for the official word to make sure. The officials explaining it to both captains, who will then go tell their coaches.
Let's see applause, Riders. How did you see those dance moves? Let's applause.
And we're going to play 4-on-4 or 3-on-3. It looks like 4-on-4.
Right down here, they've been flossing the entire time. They look like they're ready to floss. A big thank you to Blair Ridge Dental. The RoughRiders Dental office wants to remind you to floss daily.
We'll see what the calls are. Puck's cleared into the Rough Rider end of the rink. Goes back behind the goal. Schiller back to get it. Sets up back there. Now turns. Starts out the right-hand side. Forced back out the left. Gets the pass ahead now for Stewart with a full head of steam. Stewart brings it ahead. Had it roll off his stick. Puck cleared back into the Rough Riders zone. Falloon coming in. Had it poked away neatly by Shellberg as it carries into the corner. Back in behind the goal it goes. Clears around to the near side. Unsportsmanlike conduct, the calls. Puck cleared back down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Play carries on. No icing call. As Rizzo has it on the near side. Make that Rossi. What am I thinking? Rossi clears it off to the wing. Back out into the neutralized area. Balloon breaks it in. Now back out. Gets everybody back on side. Circles with it. Stops. Sends it cross rink now for McEwen. Knocked away. Riders on a break. Coming in. Ryan O'Connell slides it across. Shot. Save is made. As O'Connell slid it across to Sharp, but getting over to make the save was Corpy. It was 2-on-0. Puck cleared back off to the right-hand side. Now steered back in behind the Tri-City net. Cleared around to the near side as the Storm turn and bring it ahead. Off to the near side, Briere brings it in. Briere gets it off to the wing, knocked away. Riders chip it back out to neutral. Everybody's back at full strength. Next stoppage should get everybody out of the box. Back to 5-on-5 here. Tri-City with a 1-0 lead and the puck in their own zone. Briere drops it off to the right-hand side. Bales circles with it there, clears it around to the near side. Briere tips it out into the neutralized area. Smith brings it ahead. Slides it off to the left-hand side. Cutting in on the backhand was Alex Bales. Save is made by Sam Scopa. Gets it along the boards to the left-hand side of the goal. Storm can't control it. Riders pick it up, turn, and come back out on the attack. Coming ahead now, sliding it across. Shot, save, rebound, loose in front, still loose in front. And cleared back out into the slot area. Shellberg, shot, save, loose. It's still scrambling in front. Getting over to blocking was Corpy, and now we get the whistle and a stoppage in play. As they gather and start pushing and shoving a little bit after the play again. Linesmen get in, get them separated. And don't think we'll get anything of it. That's a couple of really good scoring opportunities for the Rough Riders early on here in this second period of play, but Cameron Corpy coming up with a couple of huge saves to keep this thing a 1-0 lead for the Tri-City Storm. Face-off will be to the glove side of the Tri-City net, I think. Nope, they're going to move it out to neutral. Well, I had the glove side right. They're just going to take the face-off out to neutral. Muscat and Pilgrim will do the honors. Puck's down on the ice, cleared back. Riders have it at neutral, fire it down into the Tri-City, into the ring. Corpy stops it behind his own goal, clears it around to the right-hand side. To the point, held in. Hamilton sends it back down. Centering attempt steered back off to the right-hand boards. Storm get control of it there momentarily. Now cleared back in behind the net. Cohane rings it around the boards to the near side and knocked away back behind the net again. Seth Constance picks it up, turns, clears it out into the neutralized area. Poke checked away momentarily. Now picked back up but somebody got in ahead of the play, and we got an offside call on the Tri-City Storm. We'll take it back outside the Rough Rider blue line for the draw. Pilgrim on the draw for the Storm. It'll be Drew Stewart for the Rough Riders. As puck cleared into the Riders zone, picked up, brought out. Gronwald gets it across the center line into the Tri-City end of the rink, takes it down back in behind the goal. Gronwald circles around to the near side. Has it knocked away there. Back along the boards, picked up Simpson. He'll clear it out to neutral. Knocked out, Riders intercept. Gronwald will feather it ahead into the Tri-City end of the rink. Puck cleared back down into the corner to the right of the goal. Stewart has it there, circles back to the blue line, now sends it back down into the corner. Lalonde for the Rough Riders, back behind the goal, cleared around to the near side. Grable gets over to hold it in. Grable sends it down low into the corner, back it comes Stewart on the near side, moves in, shot, save, rebound, went right through the crease. And we're going to get a whistle back behind the play. I think somebody's heading off on a slash or an interference.
Welcome Tri-City to the Great America Sim.
Slash is going to be the call on Cooper Simpson. Time of the penalty be the 4:38 mark of the period, and this will put the Rough Riders back on the power play for the second time tonight. Face off to the club side. Batted down by the Storm to the blue line. Shellberg got there to hold it in. Cross-rink pass hit one of the Storm players in the back. It gets cleared out into the neutral ice area. Shellberg back pedals to his own blue line. Cross-rink for Gronwald. Back it goes for Shellberg, who turns and starts ahead. A long pass ahead. Cade Littler cutting in with it. Littler stopped, lost an edge, gets up, still has the puck. Now shoved into the corner, gets it for Gronwald. Gronwald along the boards, backs out to the blue line, gets it to Shellberg, down to the top of the circle, fires wide. Karam's back around. Hajibi holds it in on the right point. Takes it down to the right-hand circle, gets it down low, centering attempt out front, shot toward the goal, steered wide by Corpy. Cleared around to the near side, past everybody, and all the way down to the Rough Rider into the rink. Sam Scopa out for a skate to stop it, tee it up as the Riders change the power play unit, turn and come ahead with a full head of steam. Hajibi gets it off to the left-hand side. Stewart cutting it, drops it back out front. Shot, save, rebound, goal! Amin Hajibi. And the Rough Riders tie it up. 5:43 the time of the goal. And for Hajibi, his second of the year, both of them coming with the Rough Riders. The power play tally to Nadas at 1 apiece. Face-off controlled by the Rough Riders. It'll be clear to head down into the Tri-City end of the rink. It'll be an icy call on the Rough Riders. They shot it from their own side of the red line. And we'll go back down to the Cedar Rapids end of the rink for the draw. Face-off will be to the stick side of Scopa, which is his right-hand side. Puck cleared back out toward the blue line. Got to by Briere, who steers it around to the left-hand boards. Knocked away back in behind the net.
26, Amin
Cleared back around, now behind the net, coming up to Schiller. Reverses it to the left-hand corner as the Riders get it to the blue line, poke it ahead into the neutralized area. And come ahead, moving in. Muscat shot, no goal! Case on Muscat, just a quick wrist shot to the right-hand side. And the RoughRiders grab the lead. Time of the goal will be the 6:16 mark of the period. 23 seconds apart. And for Muscat, that will be number 1 on the season. The RoughRiders go in front by a score of 2-1. As the puck in the center dot, cleared back down to the RoughRider end of the rink. Grunwald back to get it behind his own goal. As the Riders turn and bring it ahead, poke it into the Storm end of the rink. Moving in, centering attempt comes all the way through to the near side. As the Storm pick it up, turn and come back out. Conley slides it across rink, knocked away momentarily. Cleared back off to the left-hand side. Storm still have it. Conley checked hard. Penalty coming on the RoughRiders. As Conley is sitting on the ice. He's propped up against the boards. Pushing and shoving after the play. Nothing, I don't think anything's going to come of it. Riders are going down a man. Heading off will be Connor Smith. This happens at the 6:51 mark of the period. Riders had the lead at 2-1. A GB's goal, 1 assist goes to Ryan O'Connell. And Muscat's goal goes down as unassisted. So the Riders lead at 10-1, but they're going down a man. As the discussion goes on in the penalty box goalie, or in the referee crease, by the penalty boxes, I should say. Around the rest of the league, they've completed 3 periods in Michigan. The Muskegon Lumberjacks and the Green Bay Gamblers are tied at 5. They're going to play some more hockey. 5 minutes to go in the third. Youngstown leads Sioux Falls 5-3. Just a few seconds left in Sioux City, where the Musketeers lead the Chicago Steel 5-3. A few seconds left in Waterloo as well, with the Fighting Saints leading the Blackhawks 6-4. Minute and a half to go in Omaha. Fargo's leading the Lancers 4-2. And Madison has defeated the U.S. National Team Development Program 5-2. Okay, I am really curious about this one, as Connor Smith is being escorted down to the locker room. I am really curious what the call here is. As they explain it to the coaching staff, and I think we're trying to figure out if the RoughRiders are even going down a man, or what exactly is the call here. One, two, three, four. 5-minute major. Call on Connor Smith. which basically means that, well, it doesn't basically mean anything. It means Tri-City's on the power play for the next 5 minutes, regardless of how many times they score. Back out to the point, shot whistled wide. Here's the penalty.
5-minute major for kneeing and a game misconduct at 6:51 in the second.
5-minute major for a knee and a game misconduct. So the Riders down a man for 5 minutes and down Connor Smith for the rest of the night as Conley brings it into the Rough Rider zone. Conley sets up at the blue line. Slides the pass, Crossrick. Now Breckner drops it back out to the point. Crossrick, Conley, shot, save. Scopa, who traps it and hangs on. And we'll get a face-off coming up in the Rough Rider end of the rink. Face-off will come up to the glove side of Sam Scopa. And now the Riders will send somebody over to finish serving the 5-minute penalty. And it'll be Lalonde. So the Storm on a major power play, which means they'll have the man advantage for 4:26, regardless of how many times they score. Puck cleared back along the boards, out to the point. Cross rink, it comes to the near side. Breckner back out to the blue line. Cross rink, it goes. Conley back for Breckner, top of the right-hand circle. Slip back out to the blue line. Cross rink, Conley shot, hit traffic, knocked out, gets it back. Out to the point, back over Conley. Down low to the goal line, back for Conley. Left-hand circle on the outside of it. Out to the point, cross rink, here comes Breckner. Breckner back out to the blue line, back to Conley, left-hand side. Fans on it. It scores loose. Riders pick it up. Wood ahead of break. Penalty coming up on the Storm. And somebody's going to get a trip. And that somebody is Conley. This will come at the 8:04 mark of the period. Riders will not get a man advantage out of this. They'll play 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then the Storm will go back on the power play for 1:48. Face off to the glove side of Corpy as we're going to play 4-on-4. Puck down on the ice in the faceoff dot. Riders get control of it. Hajibi has it, cuts toward the goal, forced behind the net, circles out on the backhand. Drops it out to the blue line. Down to the top of the circle now, moving in with it. Schiller being checked there, turns the puck over as the Storm turn and come out of their own end. Pass off to the left-hand side, cleared into the Rough Riders zone, broken up momentarily, picked back up, shot over the top. As Rossi got the shot off. Puck cleared back in behind the goal, off to the left-hand side as the Rough Riders have it. Schiller forced back in behind his net, clears it around to the left-hand side. Turns and comes ahead with it now. As Shelberg brings it in, flies it for Hajibi. Hajibi forced back out to neutral, has it knocked away. Rossi trying to catch up, so it gets tied up from behind. They're going to call a hook on the Rough Riders. I don't know about that one. I thought it was a pretty clean back check myself, but I have no say in the matter.
Rider fans, head over to the Great Clips Party.
Hajibi gets 2 on a hook at the 8:59 mark of the period. That'll put Tri-City on the power play. Well, that's not good. The whole scoreboard just went blank. There we go. Now it's back. All right, let's see if we can sort this out. Riders are down 2 men. Storm are down 1. In a minute 5, the Storm will get a man back. So it's 4-on-3 power play right now. It goes to 5-on-3 in a minute and 5 seconds. And at that point, we'll sort it out when that penalty expires. Puck cleared back along the boards. Riders had it momentarily, but not get it out. Held in by the Storm. Now knock loose. Riders get control. Littler backhands it out to neutral. Tri-City regroups there, turns and brings it right back in. That's Seth Constance setting up on the near point. Slides it down to the circle, back to the top of the right-hand circle. Off to the side. Brechner's pass hit somebody in the skates. Constance gets it back. Off to the side, back out to Constance, to Brechner on the near side. Shot, tip, goes wide. Pulled to the corner. Rough Riders had it there. Clear, back out to neutral. Storm pick it up there as Constance will turn and bring it ahead into the Rough Riders zone. He'll backhand it in deep, carries all the way around to the left-hand side. Storm get to it there. Falloon drops it back out. Constance at the point. Slides the pass, cross rate, cutting in on the backhand with it was Rode back for Constance. Now Falloon off to the near side. Brechner, shot, tip, save by Scopa. Puck cleared back off to the corner, left-hand side as they fight for it. Tri-City is back at full strength. It's 5-on-3. Riders have control of it, backhanded out to neutral. And now the Storm back to pick it up at their own blue line as Conley out of the penalty box brings it ahead. He's forced to back in behind the goal as it comes around to the near side as they fight for it along the boards. Brechner has it there. Back out to the blue line it comes. Down to the circle. Falloon, cross right, Conley. Conley circles across to the near side. Cross right pass. Shot, saved by Scopa. Goes up and out of play. And we'll get a face-off in the Rough Rider end of the ring. Riders will get a man back in 19 seconds. So it stays 5-on-3. Ryan O'Connell directing a little traffic for the Rough Riders where the defense is going to set up. Face-off will be to the left-hand side of Scopa. Connell has the draw momentarily. Now it's knocked away, picked up by Rossi. Drops it out to the blue line to Conley on the near point. Back it goes, Rossi. Out it comes at the blue line. Conley moves in. Shot wide. Knocked away. O'Connell bouncing puck. Got it to the blue line. Not out. Riders down 1 as the puck clears back along the boards on the near side. Now it's fired down the ice with 44 to go. This would be the major penalty. So if the Storm score in the next 40 seconds, they'll stay on the power play. Puck cleared back into the Storm end of the rink. It's 5-on-4 right now. Conley comes ahead. Lost it as he got to the blue line. Cleared back out to neutral. Cleared back to the Storm blue line. Sent ahead now to Conley, who brings it in. Rung around the boards to the left-hand side. Puck comes loose. Riders get control. Send it all the way down with 15 to go. Riders with a 2-1 lead. 8-18 in the second. As the Storm turn and come out of their own end. Drop pass comes back now. Off it goes to the right-hand side into the Riders zone. Riders kill it off. They're at full strength. They've killed off the major penalty. Puck on the right-hand side now. Knocked away back out toward the blue line. Broken up there momentarily. Comes out into the neutralized area. We're back to 5-on-5 with less than 8 to play in the second period. Puck cleared into the Rough Rider end of the rink. Riders lead the game 2-1. Don't forget that through all of this. Grunwald's long pass misfires. Riders get it in the left-hand circle. Shot wide. Carries back into the corner now to the left of Corpy. Walsh has it there. Now it gives way to the Rough Riders. Larrigan back out front. It comes. Shot. Save. Corpy trouble with the rebound, but the defense clears it away. Puck lifted high in the air, out to neutral, batted down by Philbrick, cleared back down to the Rider line. Riders have it along the boards now, knocked down momentarily as they fight for it there. Shellberg drops it into his own zone. Larrigan turns, brings it back out. Cross rink, Littler. Kane Littler cutting in, takes the shot. Corpy makes the save, pulls it underneath him, and then we get pushing and shoving in front of the net. And I think Anthony Victor has his arm in the air, and he's going to put some more people in the penalty box. As heading off this time is the Tri-City Storm's Blake Steenerson.
And it's time to dance. The scooters, boot, scoot, and buggy. Get up the dance, Riders. Now, let's see you get down.
So the Riders will get their third man advantage after the timeout here. A couple other games have gone final here. Fargo beat Omaha tonight 4-2. They stay undefeated. It is Dubuque over Waterloo 6-5. That's final. Sioux City beats Chicago 6-3. Sioux Falls losing to Youngstown 6-3. Green Bay and Muskegon have played the overtime period, and they're still tied at 5. They're headed for a shootout. Here, with 7 minutes to go in the second period of play, the RoughRiders have a 2-1 lead over the Tri-City Storm and are going on the power play for the third time tonight. I'm going to have to pull up my calculator to add up the penalty minutes. It's a lot of them here. Bottom line, RoughRiders lead the game and have the extra man. Puck cleared into the neutralized area, now controlled by Philbrick back in his own zone. Cross-ring pass, jumps over the stick of Larrigan. He has to go back and pick it up, turns and starts ahead down the near wing. Gets a pass ahead for Walsh, who clears it off to the left-hand side. Cutting in now, Stewart drops it down to the corner, back out front, knocked away to the point. Out to the near side, Larrigan slides the pass across. Now it's Reed, intercepted by the Storm and fired down the ice. Scopa stops it, tees it up for Ryan Philbrick, who turns and brings it ahead. Philbrick gets it off to the near side, ahead now for Larrigan, who drops it down into the Tri-City end of the rink. Carries around to the right-hand corner as they fight for it along the boards there. Knocked away, back out to the point. Held in, shot, save, rebound, jump right over the stick of Larrigan. He'll pick it up, bring it back out toward the blue line. Slide it off now to the point. Philbrick, shot down low. Stewart gets it out front. Lalonde trying to tip it home, couldn't do so. Philbrick gets it back to the near side. Shot, save by Cameron Corpy, who scoops it up and hangs on. And we're going to face off coming up in the Tri-City end of the rink with 51 seconds to go in the man advantage and 5:52 to go in the second period of play. As the RoughRiders lead it by a score of 2-1. Face off to the glove side, cleared back out to neutral. Shellberg goes back to pick it up. Shellberg tries to bring it ahead. That's knocked down and cleared back down into the RoughRider end of the rink. Elliot Gronwald back to get it there for the Riders. Hasn't knocked away. Now the Storm get it. Conley cutting in. Shot. Save Scopa. Cleared back off to the side. As the Riders have it with the man advantage for 30 seconds as they bring it out into the neutralized area. Coming ahead with it, Gronwald comes across the blue line, stops, dumps it in deep. Picked up by the Storm, who fire it all the way back down. Scopa clears it off for Gronwald on the near wing. He'll clear it ahead to the Tri-City end of the rink, but Littler hadn't cleared the zone yet, so the play's offside. And we'll take it back out down to the RoughRider end of the rink for the face-off with 12 to go in the man advantage. 5:13 to go in the second period of play. And the RoughRiders with a 2-1 lead. Puck down on the ice, cleared back along the boards. Now it's tipped ahead into the Tri-City end of the rink. Kinsman has it there, knocked away, cleared back down to the Rough Riders zone. Carries back in behind the goal. Tri-City is back at full strength. 4:56 to go in the second. Riders with a 2-1 lead. Puck cleared into the neutralized area, comes across to the near wing, picked up by Muscat, who clears it in. It's in the Tri-City zone, cleared back around to the near side, off the boards, out to neutral. Conley had it momentarily, now it's picked up and brought in by the Storm. Shot deflects up and out of play off the stick of Nizamayev. And we'll take it back out for the face-off with 4:35 to go in the second period of play. Face-off will be to the right-hand side of Sam Scopa. As the puck clears into the corner, now dumped back in behind the net. Gronwald picks it up, turns and comes out. Penalty coming up on the Riders back behind the play. As Grable got his stick wrapped up in one of the Tri-City players and pulled him down. Natives are not too crazy for the call, but I think it was a good one. 15:32 the time of the penalty. And if I got this counted right, the Storm are going on their fourth power play. I'm going to give Anthony Victor a bunch of credit right now because he's trying to keep this thing from getting out of control. And the only way he really has to do that is to keep calling penalties when they happen, and that's what he's been doing. Face-off is to the stick side of Sam Scopa. Puck cleared back in behind the goal. Riders get control of it, and Hamilton rings it around the boards and sends it down the ice. Riders turn, or the Storm trying to bring it ahead. Drop pass comes back now for Nizamayev, who brings it in to the Rough Rider end of the rink, into the corner, right-hand side. Tied up there by Schiller, comes back around out front. Shot, save, rebound cleared to the left-hand boards. Back out to the point it comes now, Constance. Across rink it comes, Rowe down to the top of the right-hand circle, into the circle, fires wide. Carries off to the far side. Rossi drops it back out. Constance down to Rossi on the left-hand side. Back out, Constance at the blue line to Rossi. One-time shot, save, Scopa, kick it right past everybody into the neutralized area. And Larrigan will steer it down to the Tri-City blue line. Storm get organized, turn and bring it ahead there. So they come ahead, Constance carries it in. Constance drops it back now for Road. They run into each other. Puck cleared along the boards, back out to the blue line, held in there by Nizamayev. Back out, it comes into the neutralized area now. So the Storm have to clear the zone, regroup, and come back in. Road breaks it in. Drops it off for Lacroix. Back out it comes now to the point, to the top of the right-hand circle. Shot, a save by Scopa, who traps it and hangs on. Lukashevich with a nice pass and a quick shot, but Scopa makes the save. And we'll get a face-off in the Rough Rider end of the rink. 39 in the man advantage, 3:07 in the second period of play. And the Rough Riders with a 2-1 lead. Puck controlled by the Riders off the draw. They'll tee it up, send it all the way down. Puck goes back in behind the goal as the Storm pick it up, turn and come ahead. Breckner drops it back now for Conley with a full head of steam. Conley breaks it into the Riders zone, splits the defense, moves in, shot, save, Scopa, bouncing puck cleared wide of the goal. Back along the boards on the left-hand side, knocked loose. Riders come up with it and clear the length of the ice with 5 in the man advantage. Storm turn and come back out on the attack. Lukashevich brings it ahead. Slides it off to the left-hand side as the Riders back at full strength. Shot, saved by Scopa. Cleared along the left-hand boards. Littler picks it up, turns and starts the Riders back 2-on-2. Littler comes in by himself as the Riders peel off for a change. Carries it down along the end boards, tied up there as they fight for it in the corner. O'Connell pulls it out of the pile, comes around the near side. Make that Muscat try to jam it in, could not do so. Back into the corner on the right-hand side, knocked away, picked up by the Storm's Breckner. Breckner gets it back around to the near side for Lukasevich, who clears it out into the neutral ice area to the Rider line. Back to get it now behind the net is Ryan Philbrick. Philbrick clears it high in the air down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm have it, cleared back out into the neutral ice area. Riders get to that one first. O'Connell has it along the near boards. Knocked away, cleared back down into the Cedar Rapids end of the rink. As Philbrick has it along the right-hand side, knocked away. Mahar trying to clear it out, cannot do so. It's cleared back down into the corner now as they fight for it to the right of the Rough Rider goal. Goes back in behind the net, cleared around to the near side. Off the boards out to neutral and down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Caleb Mahar catches up front, centering attempt for a lead just off the mark. Puck cleared back in behind the Tri-City goals. We had a minute to go in the second period. Riders with a 2-1 lead as the Storm come back out. Rowe drops it off or tried to get it to Briere. That's knocked away, cleared back out. Riders come in. Stewart couldn't control it. He got it kind of half tied up in his skates. Puck along the boards, now cleared deep into the corner. Lalonde after it there, tips it back for Drew Stewart. Stewart in that corner, taken up along the board, still has the puck. Fighting for it in the right-hand corner as they tie up there. Knocked away, cleared back around to the near side. Picked up by the Storm. Knocked loose there. Penalty coming up on the Rough Riders. You can get a hook call on the Riders for pulling down Briere. As it looks like Lalonde heading off. 19:36, the time of the penalty. And the Storm will go back to the power play to finish out this second period of play. We've got 24 seconds to go in the period. So we'll just watch the game clock. Barring a very quick power play goal, the Storm will start period 3 with the extra man. Puck cleared along the boards on the right-hand side, out to the point, held in there. Now cross rake to the left-hand side. Conley moves in, shot, glove, save Scopa with 13 seconds to go. We'll line it up and try it once again. Face-off will be to the left-hand side of Sam Scopa. Puck cleared down into the corner, knocked away, lifted high in the air, down to the Tri-City end of the rink. That should just about take care of the period. Cleared around the boards to the near side as Lukasevich brings it ahead, but that's it. Now we'll kind of keep an eye on things, make sure nothing happens after the whistle. Doesn't appear that it's going to. And we have 2 periods of hockey in the books here in Cedar Rapids. Our score after 2 is the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders 2 and the Tri-City Storm 1. Unofficially, shots are 21-12 in favor of the Storm. We'll see if we can get you some updated ones coming up in the intermission here. As we're going to have a little powwow at the 20-minute mark as the captains are joining the officials right around the referee's crease. I have no idea what they're discussing, but could be as simple as referee Anthony Victor informing the captains he's not going to put up a whole lot of the pushing and shoving and stuff after the whistle that's been going on in the second period. I would have thought all the penalties they called in the period would have clearly expressed that anyway. So I have no idea what this is all about, but they're having a discussion. Riders, 2 goals in that second period. Amin Hajibi gets his second, and Kason Muscat gets his first. And the captains break the huddle, head for their respective locker rooms, and the Rough Riders lead it 2-1 after 2 periods of play. Down to the ice we go for the second intermission.
All right, Rider Town, I need to hear ya. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise for the Bim Raider volunteer t-shirt throwers, gunslingers, whatever you want to call them. They're tossing t-shirts. Don't forget, Bim Raider Sportswear can supply screen-on and embroidered items. Just contact Gary and Bim Raider Sportswear for all your custom screen printing and embroidery needs. Now, Rider fans, you see the placards being placed around center ice, and that means it's almost time for our Westdale Chick-fil-A Kalaka Puck. Let's run down the rules. When I count down to 0, you'll chuck your pucks and aim at the targets located around center ice. If your puck lands on or closest to the center of that target, you win a prize from that partner. A reminder, no throwing pucks at each other or Ridertown employees on the ice. Let's keep it nice inside Ridertown. All right, Rider fans, are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, chuck your pucks. Last ball is coming up. Chuck those pucks. And the last ball coming in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks for playing. If you won, we'll be announcing the numbers on the video board later in the 3rd period. A big thank you to Chick-fil-A for our Cluck a Puck.
The Rough Riders would like to thank the following sponsors for sponsoring prizes during the Westdale Chick-fil-A Cluck a Puck: Greg's Lawn and Landscaping, All Tune and Lube, Culver's, Firehouse Sons, Quick Start, Zio Chanos, Marie's Jewelry and Accessories, and of course, Westdale Chick-fil-A. Thank you for being a Rough Riders partner.
Fans, TV timeouts this season are brought to you by Greg's Lawn and Landscaping.
Just moved in. Oh wow, your internet seems really fast. What are you on?
I'm on.
On what?
I'm on.
Who are you on?
I'm on.
Stay always on with Iowa's most reliable internet, with no hidden fees or data caps.
Your home is where true love meets you, where you spend sleepless nights, where friends become family. It's where life happens. Isn't it time to invest back into it? Get your remodel rolling. Stop into Randy's Flooring in Cedar Rapids or Coralville. Your local flooring experts by design.
Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust has been proudly assisting the community for over 20 years. This season, they will be sponsoring the Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust Assists of the Game. For every assist this season, Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust will contribute $5 to the United Way. Cedar Rapids Bank and Trust. People you can bank on.
North Star is proud to bring you North Star Saves for the Critters. For every Rough Rider save this season, whether at home or away, North Star will donate $1 to Critter Crusaders. This donation will help provide and facilitate life-saving advanced medical care for homeless or stray animals. That's right. Each save will contribute another dollar towards this great cause. North Star is the world's most comprehensive infrastructure and environmental solutions company.
Hey fans, did you know that Pizza Ranch Cedar Rapids is giving out a $5 Fun Zone card with every Riderwear purchase? Make your way over to Bim Ritter merchandise stand now and pick up some new Riderwear and take home $5 to the Pizza Ranch Fun Zone arcade. The RoughRiders are teaming up with CarePro Health Services once again for their Skates for Plates promotion. For every RoughRiders goal this season, CarePro Health Services will make a $5 donation to Horizons that'll be used to provide senior citizens meals through their home delivery program.
The fun doesn't have to stop at the final buzzer. Take the party over to Union Station on 16th Avenue after the game tonight and trade in your wristband for a buy one, get one free beer. Union Station is a proud supporter of your RoughRiders.
Hey, Ridertown, thank you all for attending tonight's game. The RoughRiders offer special ticket rates for groups of 12 or more, and we have some special groups in the building tonight, sponsored by My Mom's Bakery in downtown Ely. We have Brooks Cleaning Service, a special thanks to Brooks Cleaning Service. We have Helen Massive Cancer Center and Unity Point employees, a special thanks to all of them. We have Hand in Hand Early Care and Education Center, and we have Orbis Corporation. Thanks to all the groups in the building. If you want to celebrate your special occasion with the RoughRiders, just contact Tammy Carlson and reserve your luxury suites or party deck. All right, Ridertown, let's recognize all the birthdays inside the stable tonight. First up, RoughRider Drew Stewart. Happy birthday, Drew. Intern Lexi Billenworth. Happy birthday. We have Braden Vance, Cameron Hageman, Sean Trimble, Aubrey Thompson, and Jeff Nystol. Happy birthday from all of us inside Ridertown. All right, Ridertown, I'm heading over to the RoughRiders merch stand, and you know what that means. It's time for our Pizza Ranch drawing for the Pizza Ranch Family 4-pack. Let's see what we have. We're digging in. We're getting our winner. Jerry A. Hall. Jerry, you're our big winner of the Pizza Ranch Family 4-pack. Pizza Ranch taking fun to a whole new level. Thanks to Pizza Ranch. All right, Ridertown, let's check out scores from around the league with the Checkdown Station out-of-town scoreboard. Hey, Ridertown, I'm joined here by my friend Jex. He's been kind enough to play our Cedar Rapids trash and recycling game to win. All right, Jex, you're going to look up at the big screen right there. We're going to show 3 different items. You're going to tell me, does that go in the trash or does that go in the recycling bin? Are you ready? All right, this whole section sounds ready. Let's do it, Ridertown. All right, first, we have a pyramid of soup cans. Jex, are those going trash or recycling?
Recycling.
He says they're going recycling. Show it to me. Yes. All right, 1 down. Second one coming up. Let's see that item. All right, we have a styrofoam food container. Where is that going, Jex?
Trash it.
He says we're trashing it. Yeah! All right, we're 2 for 2. Love it. All right, can he go 3 for 3, the triple threat? Show me that next item. All right, we have 3 water bottles. They look plastic. Where's that going, Jets? Recycle it. Recycle those bottles. Show it to me. Yes! Yes! Jets went 3 for 3. Ridertown, remember to take the Cedar Rapids City Manager's 1-bag challenge and help clean up CR. A special thanks to Jets and Cedar Rapids Trash and Recycling.
And welcome back to Diamond Ice Arena between periods 2 and 3 of tonight's game with the Cedar Rapids RoughRiders in front of the Tri-City Storm by a score of 2-1. Tri-City led this game 1-0 heading into this second period of play. Riders would strike twice. First one coming on the power play at the 5:43 mark of the period. Achieve gets it off to the left-hand side. Stewart cutting it, drops it back out front. Shot, save, rebound, goal! Amin Hajibi, his second of the year. Ryan O'Connell picks up the only assist, and that made it 1-1. 23 seconds later, the RoughRiders take the lead. Cleared back around, now behind the net, coming up to Schiller. Reverses it to the left-hand corner as the Riders get it to the blue line, poke it ahead into the neutralized area. And come ahead, move in. Muscat shot, no! Jason Muscat with a quick wrist shot, popped it in to take the lead. It's an unassisted goal. And the RoughRiders had the lead at 2-1, and that's where it would end here in this second period of play. Shots on goal in the contest right now are Tri-City with 21 and the RoughRiders with 12, which, if I'm doing the math in my head correctly, means the RoughRiders had 9 shots on goal in that second period. And Tri-City had 13, but the Riders got 2 of ours to go in. And that's the numbers that mean the most right now. So RoughRiders lead it 2-1 after the second period of play. Lots of penalties in that second period of play. By the time all is said and done, Tri-City has taken 6 penalties for 12 minutes. The RoughRiders have taken 8 for 27. Tri-City 0 for 5 on the power play. The RoughRiders 1 for 2 with the extra man. But as we said, the number that means the most on the scoreboard, 2-1 RoughRiders after the second period of play. Tri-City, by the way, will start period number 3 on the power play for the first minute and 37 seconds. All right, let's check the rest of the league here. A lot of finals in from early starts and Eastern time zone games. Buccaneers, Des Moines beats Lincoln tonight by a score of 4-3. It was Madison over the U.S. National Development Team, 5-2. Fargo beat Omaha tonight, 4-2. Dubuque beat Waterloo, 6-5. Sioux City beat Chicago, 6-3. Youngstown beat Sioux Falls, 6-3. And it took a shootout, but Green Bay beat Muskegon, 6-5. And then our game still going on with 1 period left to play. The Riders in front of the Storm, 2-1. Players of the week in the USHL, Chris Pelosi of Sioux Falls, the forward of the week. He's committed to Quinnipiac, registered 3 goals, 17 shots on goal, a +1, and helping the Stampede to 3 wins in 4 games last week. Janady Chali of Sioux Falls, the defenseman of the week, had 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists, and a +4 in 4 games last week. And Owen Bartskovich of Youngstown. I'm going to have to check the pronunciation on that one. He backstopped the Phantoms to 2 wins last week, stopping 61 shots in the play last week. 80 current or former USHL players appear on the NHL Central Scouting Players to Watch list. Let's see here. RoughRiders, there's actually 3 listed on the list. Elliot Grunwald, Landon Resendez, and Nico Turnas. Players with A ratings considered potential first-round picks. B ratings are considered second or third rounders. C ratings, potential 4th or 5th round picks in the draft. And let's see here. Grunwald and Resendez are potentials are rated in C. And Nico Turnas is a player to keep an eye on. All right, we're getting ready to go with period number 3 in this contest. As the teams make their way back out to the ice. Riders have a 1-goal lead at 2-1. First order of business for the RoughRiders is they'll have to kill off a penalty for 1 minute and 37 seconds to start out this third period of play. That's the first order of business. Get that taken care of, and then just go back to doing what you did in the second period. I know it sounds simple, but they played a good period, and they kept the Storm bottled up for the most part. And we'll see what happens in this third period of play. Riders head out on the road for a while after tonight. They will be 3 on the road next weekend. In Sioux City on Friday, Lincoln on Saturday, Des Moines on Sunday. Next home game for the RoughRiders isn't until November 17th, when we welcome the Chicago Steel to town. But that's down the line. Let's deal with the third period tonight. Puck is cleared into the Tri-City end of the rink as the Storm bring it back, drop it back now. As Trevor Conley comes ahead with a full head of steam, drops it off for Smith on the near side. He sends it wide of the goal, back in behind the net. As it comes around front, shot steered wide. Riders ring it around the boards and down the ice. Vladislav Lukaskevich goes back to pick it up for the Storm. Gets it off for Smith, sends it back now for Conley, who turns and brings it ahead. Gets it to Smith, who brings it in. Smith clears it around the right-hand boards, knocked down there, drop pass back to the point, misfired, and comes back out to neutral. Connolly will stop at the blue line. He's forced back, so the Storm have to backpedal, regroup. Connolly back at his own zone. Turns and brings it ahead. Now the pass for Smith misfires. That goes all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icy call on Tri-City. So we'll go back down to the Storm end of the rink for the faceoff with 37 seconds to go in the man advantage. As the RoughRiders lead it by a score of 2-1. Face off to the stick side of the Tri-City Storm net. Cleared back to the point. Hamilton shot goal! Littler tipped it home. A short-handed tally for the RoughRiders. 103 in. Littler was parked in front when Hamilton took the shot. And we'll get credit for tipping in his 7th of the year. We'll wait for confirmation of that, but I'm pretty sure that's how this one's going down. As the Riders get a shorthanded and run it out to 3-1. Puck cleared high off the glass. And they're going to rule it went out of play. Littler tips home his 7th of the year. And Donovan Hamilton picks up the assist. We'll check and see if there's a second one. Face off coming up to the glove side of the Rough Rider net. Puck down on the ice. Riders get control of it. They're still down a man. Cleared to the blue line, not out. Now Ryan O'Connell picks it up, brings it ahead into the Tri-City end of the rink. Cleared back around to the left-hand side as they knock it down along the boards there. Cleared back out into the neutral ice area. Riders killing some time off, drop it back to their own blue line. Tipped out into the neutral ice area. Storm have it there. Road brings it in, drops it back in behind the net. Shelburne clears it around to the near side, poked out to the blue line. Larrigan has it there. His cross-break pass intercepted, and the Storm come back in. Carrying it down into the corner, knocked away. Rough Riders get it back. Cleared out to the blue line, not out of the zone. Still haven't cleared it out as Road holds it in. Turns, fires, and saved by Scopa. Puts the big glove up and hangs on to it. And we'll get the face-off coming up in the Rough Rider end of the rink.
That's 6-1-1.
That shorthanded goal by Cade Littler, the first shorthander of the year for the Rough Riders, who lead this game by a score of 3-1. Hamilton and Muscat gets the second assist. As the puck's down on the ice, quick shot saved by Scopa, cleared back into the corner. On the left-hand side, now reversed around to the far boards, out to the point, held in by the Storm. As they get it in front, shot on goal. Scopa gets the pad on that to get it off to the side. Storm have it again in front, shot, goal! Nizamayev took the initial shot, and he'll get credit for it. And Tri-City cuts it back to a one-goal lead at the 2:19 mark of the period. And for Timmy Nizamayev, his second of the strength of the campaign. And it's 3-2 as the puck carries down into the Tri-City end of the rink. Cleared back along the board. Storm bring it back out into the neutral ice area. Ahead to the Rough Rider line. They carry it in. Knocked away back in behind the goal. Cleared back around to the near side as the Rough Riders bring it ahead. As Brennan drops it back down in behind the goal. Carried around to the left-hand side as they fight for it along the boards. Knocked away there, cleared back down into the Tri-City end of the rink to the left. The Storm net now goes back in behind the net, cleared back around to the right-hand side. Tri-City having trouble controlling it in their own zone, gets it off to the far side. They play catch behind the net. Finally cleared ahead and tipped down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Icing waved off as the Rough Riders tipped it. Cleared back out to neutral as Muscat steers it back down into the Storm end of the rink. Puck carries back in behind the goal, cleared around to the near side. As the Storm turn and come back out on the attack with Nolan Road. Drops it off to the side, shot deflected. Cleared back into the corner now. Riders pick it up right-hand side. Off the boards out into the neutral ice area. Lee trying to get to it. Could not do so. The Storm pick it up at neutral, get it off to the near side. And Rossi brings it back in. Carries it back out. Constance from the point. His shot caroms wide to the right-hand side. Cleared back out to the point. Shot saved by Scopa. Cleared off to the wing on the near boards. Puck knocked away. Cleared out to the blue line. Held in. Shot knocked down in traffic, never got to the goal. Cleared off to the right-hand circle. Riders clear it down the ice. Race is on. Icing waved off. Riders get to it first. Carried in the corner. Stewart gets it off for Lalonde down the left-hand boards as they fight for it there. Now cleared back in behind the net. Penalty coming up on the Rough Riders. Somebody's headed off on a trip. At the 4:21 mark of the period.
Your Riders are headed to the Great America Sydney.
Yes, heading off is Lalonde. Ninth penalty on the Rough Riders tonight. 29 minutes. Sixth man advantage for the Tri-City Storm. Face-off is to the stick side of Sam Scopa as the Storm begin another power play. Riders get control, clear it out to neutral, and down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Got a shorthander the last time out. Muscott catches up to it behind the goal. Circles around, drops it in front for Littler, tipped away from him, back out into the neutral ice area. Riders get it back and fire it in. Storm turns, start out of their own zone. Constance brings it ahead. Drops it back for Rode, who brings it across the blue line into the Rough Riders zone. Tagged up along the boards. Puck carries to the corner. Knocked loose there. Riders get it back. Send it right back down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Corpy stops it, lays it off for Constantine. Off it goes for Rossi. Rossi will turn and bring it ahead across the center line. Drop pass comes back. They caught him in a line change. They had to wait for somebody to get off the ice to play it. Finally cleared into the Rough Riders zone. Knocked away and cleared the length of the ice. Storm have it back in their own zone with 59 in the man advantage. Pass goes for Smith, who brings it in. Smith drops it ahead into the Riders zone. Back in behind the goal. Poked around to the right-hand corner. Riders get control of it. Cleared back in behind the net and fired the length of the ice. Connolly will swing back, pick it up, turn and bring it ahead for Tri-City. Connolly with a full head of steam comes down along the near side, cuts it, front shot, saved by Scopa, who traps it and hangs on. And we'll get a face-off in the Cedar Rapids end of the rink with 31 to go in the power play, 14:09 to go in the third period of play. And the Rough Riders leading it by 1 at 3-2. Cade Littler, his 7th from Hamilton and Muscat. And for Tri-City, it goes to Nezamayev. And Rossi gets the assist on that one as the Riders get control of it and clear. Back down to the Tri-City end of the rink. The Riders down a man for 23 seconds. As the Storm turn and start out of their own zone. Coming ahead, Conley with a full head of steam. Carries it to the Rider line. Tried to drop it back. Knocked away. It's poked back out to neutral. And down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Larrigan for a skate back behind the net. As Corpy had gone for a skate to play it. Puck cleared back in behind the net. Riders kill it off. As both sides are back at full strength, the Storm flip it down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Puck cleared off to the right-hand side, back out into the neutral ice area. Larrigan had it knocked away, picked up now by Conley, who carries it in, goes down into the corner. 4 more pile in after him. Puck carries loose along the side. Shelberg pokes it to the right-hand boards, cleared back out to the blue line. McEwen on the near point, shot, save, Scopa, cleared back around to the near side. As it's knocked away, back along the boards, picked up by the Rough Riders. They'll flip it high and down to the Tri-City end of the rink. Won't get far enough for an icy call. Storm get control of it, cleared back out to neutral, tipped ahead into the Rough Rider zone. As coming in with it now is Lacroix. Takes it back in behind the net, knocked away. Riders pick it up, turn, and come back out clear ahead into the Tri-City end of the rink. Knocked away, back out into the neutral ice area. Storm have it knocked loose again. Picked back up by Muscat. He'll clear it ahead into the Tri-City end of the rink. Cleared back around to the near side as they turn and start out of their own zone. McEwen brings it ahead. Gets it for Simpson along the boards. Crunch back out front. Shot saved by Scopa. As tipping it right on goal is A.J. Lacroix. Scopa held his ground, made the save, trapped it. And we'll get a face-off coming up in the Rough Rider end of the rink. Yeah, that's what I thought. Waiting for the TV timeout. There it is.
We have a TV timeout brought to you by Greg's Lawn and Landscaping. It's time to sing for your dinner.
So the timeout on the ice. 12:13 to go in the third period of play. The Rough Riders with a 3-2 lead. Everybody else has gone final tonight. It took a shootout, but Green Bay beat Muskegon 6-5. Youngstown beat Sioux Falls 6-3. Sioux City beat Chicago 6-3. Dubuque beat Waterloo 6-5. Fargo defeated Omaha 4-2. Madison defeated the U.S. national team 5-2. And Des Moines beat Lincoln tonight 4-3. Here with 12:13 to go in the third period, the Rough Riders lead it by a score of 3-2. Shots 25-14 in favor of the Storm. As we'll move down to the Rough Rider end of the rink for the face-off, it will be to the left-hand side of Sam Scopa for the Rough Riders. Puck down on the ice. Quick shot. Save Scopa. Rebound cleared to the right-hand circle. Now sent out into the neutral ice area. Schiller picks it up. Clears it ahead to the Tri-City line. Storm clear it back out to neutral. Rough Riders get control of it there. Cleared ahead. Knocked down as the Storm get it back and bring it into the Rough Rider zone. Cross rink to the near side. Shot broken up as Schiller took that one off the pads. Puck cleared into the corner right-hand side. Reversed around. Picked up Shellberg. Shellberg will poke it ahead for Brennan. Brennan gets the pass ahead for Littler, just out of his reach. Poked back the other way. Nezemiah brings it in for the Storm. He'll drop it back to the blue line. Nobody home. It comes back out to neutral. Storm get to it first. Get it back across the center line, and Kinsman fires it in. Riders backhanded around. Now Sharp gets it out into the neutral ice area. Picked up there momentarily by Stewart. He'll poke it ahead. Now the Storm get it back, and Rode will bring it in. Rode along the boards, has a poke checked off his stick, back out to neutral. Stewart gets it, sends it off now for Zach Sharp, who brings it into the Tri-City end of the rink. Sharp tried to get it in front. That didn't connect. Here come the Storm back the other way as they bring it ahead. Taking the shot was August Falloon, and the save made by Scopa, who traps it and hangs on. And we'll get a face-off with 10:57 to go in this third period of play. Face-off will be to the right-hand side of Sam Scopa. Face-off controlled by nobody yet. Finally, the Storm have it knocked away. The Riders pick it up, turn and bring it out to neutral as Hajibi sends it in deep. Brennan after it in the corner, knocked away. Brennan behind the net. Now Hajibi behind the net, knocks it loose to the corner. Round to the near side. Gronwald holds it in, fires it back off to the left-hand side. Picked up by the Storm, cleared out to the blue line, knocked out, cleared back in. As the Storm cleared off to the near side, out to neutral. Back to the Rider end of the rink. Gronwald back to get it there. Slides the pass across rink, takes the return. Clears off the boards out into the neutral ice area. And Hajibi steers it ahead to the Tri-City line. Storm pick it up there, bring it back, and McEwen fires it in. Gronwald behind the net, dumps it around to the near side. Off it comes for Hajibi. He gets the pass off from Muscat, who turns and brings it ahead. Muscat across the center line, backhands it down into the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm get to it first, cleared back off to the left-hand boards as they come back out on the attack. Coming ahead for Tri-City now is Dallas View. View takes it down into the corner. He's tagged up along the boards. Knocked away to the right-hand side. Storm hold it in. Centering attempt deflected back in behind the net. Around to the near side, McEwen. Back out to the point. Shot wide. Back around to the near side now. As coming in, McEwen tries to hold it in. Riders knock it loose momentarily. View keeps it in at the blue line. No, he didn't. It came back across the blue line. And we'll get an offside call on the Tri-City Storm. And a timeout on the ice with 9:33 to go in this third period of play. And the RoughRiders with a 1-goal lead at 3-2. Riders hit the road here after this one. They will go to Sioux City next Friday, to Lincoln next Saturday, to Des Moines on Sunday, November 5. And then the 10th and 11th, we're out in Muskegon to take on the Lumberjacks before returning home on November 17th against Chicago, November 18th against Dubuque. Thanksgiving night, the traditional game in Waterloo. And then Saturday the 25th, the traditional day or 2 day after Thanksgiving game played here at I'm on Ice Arena. That's the November schedule for the RoughRiders. It's just 3 home games in November for the RoughRiders. Face-off will be outside of the Cedar Rapids blue line with 9:33 to go. In this third period of play. Drew Stewart comes out to take the draw. He's between, it looks like O'Connell and Hajibi. Puck cleared back out to center ice. Picked up by the Storm and cleared into the RoughRider end of the rink. Knocked down along the boards in the corner. Cleared back out to the point. Kinsman shot saved by Scopa. Got the pads together to trap that one and hang on to it. We'll get a face-off coming up in the RoughRider end of the rink. Riders changing up defensemen. So Rode and Stewart will take the draw. Puck cleared back out to the blue line and out into the neutralized areas. Kinsman had to jump over his stick. Back at his own blue line, slides it across rink, now ahead and cleared into the RoughRider end of the rink. Goes back in behind the goal as they take it up along the end boards there. Knocked around to the right-hand side, off the boards, out to neutral, broken up. And cleared back down into the RoughRider end of the rink. Cleared back around the near side. Rousey has it there, knocked away, so they fight for it along the boards. Riders pick it back up. Clear it back around in their own zone. Hell, Sharp couldn't control it. Storm get a quick shot off. Save is made. Puck back in behind the net. Picked up now by Hamilton. Clears it to the right-hand side. Knocked down. Storm keep that in. Shot. Goal. No. They're waving off. Somebody chopped it down with a high stick. Goal is waved off as the... Oh, no, it's not a high stick. It's a slashing penalty.
Welcome, Tri-City, to the Great America Sin Pit.
As heading off on the slashing call is Nizamayev. Time of the penalty will be 11:24. And this will put the RoughRiders back on the power play for the third time tonight. Face off to the left-hand side of Cameron Carpy. Riders with a chance to pad the lead a little bit. Puck cleared around the boards. Back down to the Tri-City, or the Cedar Rapids end of the rink. Heading back in behind the net to pick it up there for the Riders is Ryan Philbrick. He'll bring it ahead into the Tri-City end of the rink. Slips it ahead to a breaking forward, knocked away. It's cleared back out into the neutral ice area. Picked up by Brennan, slides it cross rink. That was Walsh that was cutting toward the goal, by the way. Philbrick turns, starts out of his own zone, gets it off to the right-hand side. Brennan brings it in. Dump back into the corner on the right-hand side as they fight for it there. Goes back in behind the net. Larrigan has it back out to the point. Back off to the left-hand side for Jack Larrigan. He brings it around to the right-hand side. Walsh has it there, trying to get it in front. That's knocked away, and it's cleared the length of the ice. Philbrick back to get it. Turns, long pass ahead. Tipped into the Tri-City zone by Drew Stewart. Catches up to it in the corner. Trying to center it. That got deflected. It comes back out to neutral. Shellberg slides the pass across the rink for Hajibi. He'll turn in his own zone. Now start ahead with a full head of steam. Hajibi out into the neutral ice area. Crosses the center line and fires it down into the Tri-City end of the rink. Rung around the boards on the left-hand side. Knocked away, cleared back out to the blue line, held in by the Rough Riders, carrying it down deep into the corner is Shellberg. Brings it around to the near side. Hajibi at the point, knocks it loose momentarily, keeps it in. Now the Storm poke it out to neutral with 15 in the man advantage as the Riders turn and bring it back in. Shellberg dumped on the way in. Play carries on. Puck carries back out in front. Hajibi knocked off the puck. Storm clear at the length of the ice. Scopa stops it, clears it out to neutral. Gronwald will dump it back down into the Tri-City end of the rink. And we get a whistle, and I'm not sure if somebody got called for offside or something happened behind the play.
Honor and respect Military Appreciation Night. Be sure to join us as we take on the Chicago Steel.
I think we got an offside call on the Rough Riders. Maybe not, as we have a discussion going in the referee's crease again. Riders now 1 for 3 with the extra man. We have 6:26 to go in this third period of play. The Rough Riders have a 3-2 lead. And the face-off, it appears, will go down to the Tri-City end of the rink. I don't know what the discussion on this one is. It's over explaining it to Coach Mark Carlson right now. Oh, Stormer going down a man. Okay, that I did not see coming. That's heading off is Alex Bales. .13:34 the time of this call. Rough Riders on their 4th power play of the night. Back out to the blue line. Shot knocked down there. Cleared back toward the blue line. Intercepted. And here come the Storm back into the Rough Rider end of the rink. And we're going to get an equalizing penalty on the Rough Riders. They're going to call it hold. The natives do not like the call. They may have a case on this one. As heading off is Shellberg. Tenth penalty tonight on the Rough Riders. So we're going to play 4-on-4 for 1:43, and then the Storm will have a 17-second man advantage. Face-off will be in the Cedar Rapids end of the rink to the stick side of Sam Scopa. Puck down on the ice, cleared back out to the blue line, held in there. Sent to the right-hand side, down into the corner it goes for Rode. He reverses it back around to the near boards. Steered back in behind the net by Littler as they go back behind the Rough Rider goal. Carried into the corner. We're 4-on-4 right now. Penalty coming up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. They're going to call boarding on the Rough Riders. Setting off for the Rough Riders is Grunwald. And that will put Tri-City on a 4-on-3 man advantage right now.
Your Riders are heading to the Great America Sitting Day.
Face-off will be out at neutral. We're going to get a timeout called by the Rough Riders, I think. Nope, Storm are going to take it. So Tri-City takes the timeout at the 14-15 mark of the third period. My only problem with that penalty is they have let far worse go tonight. And that's the extent of what I'm going to say about it. So when we resume play, it'll be 4-on-3 for a minute 20. Then the Storm will get a 17-second 5-on-3 before the Rough Riders get a man back. And if there is another concern that goes with that, is two of the Rough Riders' better defensemen are both sitting in the penalty box right now. Guys who would normally be out here trying to help kill this off. Face-off will be to the stick side of Sam Scopa. Puck on the ice, controlled by the Storm back at the blue line as they set it up down along the near side. Back out now to Lukaskevich. He'll slide it to the right-hand circle. Shot wide of the mark. Karam's off the boards, back out to the blue line. Lukaskevich has it at the blue line, center of the rink. Off now to the left-hand side. Conley, he'll circle back to the right-hand side. Get it in front, tied up there. Was Falloon, cleared to the side. Grable has it, tries to clear it out, gets it to the blue line, not out. Off to the right-hand side as the Storm cut toward the goal. Shot comes on goal. And Scopa gets the big glove down to trap it and hang on. And we'll get a face-off coming up in the Rough Rider end of the rink. Face-off will be to the right-hand side of Scopa. Storm get a second attacker back in 41 seconds. Sharp and Schiller come out to cover the blue line, and it looks like Kate Littler up front. Puck cleared along the side in the face-off circle. Storm get control of it as they set up on the right-hand side, drop it back out to the point. Now Conley takes it down to the right-hand side. Cross-rink pass off the mark. It was back along the boards on the near side. Back out. It comes now for Lukaskevich. Off to the near side, Conley. Conley back out to the blue line. Shot broken up neatly by Littler, who fires it down the ice. Riders will change everybody as the Storm get it to the blue line, but not in. They're offside if they do. Now Falloon can bring it in. Breaks it down into the slot area, forced wide, back out to the blue line. Off to the right-hand side. Tri-City hits a man back. Two-man advantage. Off to the near side. Conley sends it down low. Back it comes Conley in the circle. Conley back out to the blue line. Now circles down to the right-hand side. Off to the near side. Shot! Save by Scopa! Balloon is claiming that it was in and Scopa pulled it back out. Referees waving no goal right now. Scopa got the glove there to make a huge save in the 5-on-3 situation. And I think they are going to take a look, though. Yeah, they're going to look. And see if Scopa did indeed catch it before it went in. It was a pretty definitive call on the part of the referee. And I believe that was Lucas Stork who made that call. But it was a pretty definitive no goals, but they're going to look at it anyway. 4:12 to go here in the third period of play. Riders at the moment with a 3-2 lead. As they continue staring at it, see what the call is. If it stands no goal, Tri-City will stay 5-on-3 for another 4 seconds. Riders will then get Shellberg back and be down one man for another 23 seconds after that. Boy, they are really studying intently there. O'Connell's got to be a little bit careful. He's getting awful close to that. I think he's just passing along instructions to the guys in the penalty box. You know, when they look at it this long, I start getting nervous. Referee Anthony Victor is taking a really close look, as is now Lucas Stork. I don't know, they're staring pretty tightly here. Riders head back out on the road after next weekend for 3 in Sioux City on Friday, in Lincoln on Saturday, and in Des Moines Sunday afternoon. For the Tri-City Storm, they head out to Youngstown for games next Friday and Saturday, and then on the 10th of November, they return home to the Viera Ice Center, where they will entertain the Waterloo Blackhawks. I don't know how close they can get the look. As they continue to stare at the screen to see if Scopa caught it before it went in. Not often I say this about USHL reviews, but I think they need a time limit at this point. And they're still not done looking at it. Riders lead it right now, 3-2, depending on the outcome of this review. Tri-City goals from Dallas View and from Armeni Nezamiah for the Rough Rider goals to Amin Habiji, Kason Muscat, and Cade Littler with a shorthander for the Rough Riders. I got a lousy view from up here, okay? I'm just going to confess to that right now. I don't know. The rule, the guidelines are the same as every other replay system ever put out there. Call on the ice was no goal, so there has to be definitive proof that it went in. And as hard as they're looking and studying right now, I don't know. We are about to find out. As the referees step back onto the ice and say no goal. So it stays 3-2. The Rough Riders down a man. Down 2 men for 4 seconds. In 4 seconds, Joel Schellberg will charge out of the penalty box. My guess is he'll hang a right and head for the defensive zone. We'll have the face-off coming up to the glove side of Scopa. Ryan O'Connell will take the draw against Nolan Road. Puck down on the ice, poked back out toward the point. Held in there. Rossi has it. Riders have one man back. Schellberg joins the play. Back out to the point. As the Storm set it up. Constantine near side. It comes out front. Clear away by the Rider defense. Constantine at the point. 9 in the man advantage. Puck off to the right-hand side. Shot save. Goes wide of the goal. Cleared back around to the near side. Constance holds that in, gets it off. Riders are at full strength. Grunwald joins the play. Puck cleared along this side, back down into the corner. Cleared around to the right-hand side, knocked back in behind the net. As it clears around, Grunwald has it there. He'll lift it high. It goes up and out of play. Tipped on the way out, so we'll get a face-off back at neutral. And the Rough Riders can reorganize because right now they're playing with 2 forwards and 3 defensemen. But they kill everything off. And we have 3:30 to play with the face-off outside of the Rough Rider blue line. Puck down on the ice, controlled by the Riders as we're back to 5 aside. Puck cleared off the boards. Brennan tips it ahead. Littler catches up to it, goes down as he goes into the corner after it. Knocked away back out to the point. Shot goes wide. Cleared back around to the near side as they have it in the Tri-City zone in the right-hand corner. First around to the left-hand side. Brennan gets to it first. Brennan had it roll off his skate. Conley picks it up, clears it out to neutral. Poked away momentarily. Picked back up. Storm are way offside. If they play it, they don't. They clear the zone instead. As the Riders clear it ahead, Hajibi tips it on the way down, takes care of the icing call. Puck along the boards on the left-hand side. Brennan, backhand pass knocked away. As the Storm cleared out into the neutral ice area, picked up there. Stewart sends it back into the Tri-City end of the rink. Storm turns, start out of their own zone, pass to neutral, intercepted by O'Connell, who clears it back down into the Tri-City zone. Centering attempt out front, they score! Corby went for a skate to play it. Ryan O'Connell got to it, fired it into the empty net. And the Riders run the lead out to 4-2. Time of the goal, 17:31. And for Ryan O'Connell, his second of the year. And the Riders lead it by 2 with 2:29 to go. So now we'll keep an eye on the Tri-City goal and see how soon Corpy heads for the bench. Storm control the draw back on the near side. Seth Constance clears it ahead into the Cedar Rapids end of the rink. He heads for the bench now as the puck goes back in behind the Rough Rider goal. Cleared around to the right-hand corner. Knocked away back in behind the net. As they tie up back there momentarily. Now the puck squirts away. Riders try to clear it out. Cannot do so. It's down to the right-hand corner. Batted out to the point. Knocked away back into the left-hand corner. As the Storm take it back in behind the goal. Back out front. Constant shot. Cleared back around to the near side. As it comes out to the blue line. Out to neutral as Briere couldn't hold it in. Now it's poked back to the Tri-City end of the rink. Remember, the Storm don't have a goaltender in. Puck cleared back out into the neutral ice area. Cross rink pass steered ahead into the Rough Riders zone. Comes back to the near side, moving across. Shot saved by Scopa as Nizamayev let one go from the slot. Puck cleared off on the right-hand boards as they fight for it there with 1.5 minutes to go. Puck cleared back down into the corner. Back in behind the goal. It's 6-on-5. Storm try for the wraparound. Don't get it. Constant shot. Save. Loose in front. Cleared away by the Rough Riders. Cleared out. Fired at the empty net. Goal! Caden Lee hits the empty netter. And that makes it 5-2. And for Lee, that'll be his first of the season. As the Rough Riders run the lead out now to 5-2. .111 to go as the puck is cleared to the Rough Rider end of the rink. Cleared out. Philbrick will steer it ahead down to the Tri-City end of the rink as the Storm go back behind the net to pick it up there. That's Cohane who brings it out to neutral. Knocked down there. Philbrick turns and sends it back in. It's in the Tri-City zone to the left-hand side. Back out toward the blue line. Knocked down there as it carries back along the boards. Steered back in behind the net. Now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play with 42 seconds to go in the contest. All right, it was 19, not 9, so Aiden Welch gets the goal. And for Welch, that's his first of the year. Lee gets the empty netter. That's the one that made it the 5-2 that we're at right now. Puck cleared into the corner now. Reversed back in behind the net. Cleared around to the near side. Simpson backhands it high, long and down to the Rough Rider end of the rink. This will go wide of the goal. Carries back into the corner. As the play clears back out to the point. Kinsman could not hold it in. It comes out to neutral. Knocked down there. Riders pick it up. As they bring it in, carrying it in is Jack Larrigan. He clears it down into the left-hand corner and knocked away. Back around to the near side, held in by the Rough Riders. Hamilton poked down to the corner. Now back out for Hamilton with 8 seconds. Back along the right-hand side as it goes back behind the net. Cleared around to the left-hand boards. And the fans will let you know. Yep. It's a win tonight for the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders as they defeat the Tri-City Storm by a final score of 5-2. With the win, the Rough Riders raise their record to 4-6 on the year. They go to 9 points. Tri-City drops to 7-5 on the campaign. But the Rough Riders get the win tonight by a score of 5-2. Good game all the way around for the Rough Riders. Kept fighting through all of it and ended up putting this one up in the win column. Let's get to the scoring in the contest. Back to the first period we go. Dallas View got it started for Tri-City at 16:28 with his second of the year to make it 1-0 after one. Second period, Rough Riders kick goals from Hamid Habiji, his second, and from Kason Muscat, his first, to make it 2-1. We go to the third period with Tri-City on the power play. The Rough Riders get what would prove to be the game winner. Face off to the stick side of the Tri-City Storm net. Cleared back to the point. Hamilton shot goal! Whitler tipped it home. Cade Whitler cutting through the slot, tips it home for his 7th of the year. Hamilton and Muscat get the assist. That made it 3-1. Tri-City would cut it to 3-2 on a goal by Artemi Nezamayev, his second from Rossi. That made it 3-2. Aiden Welsh would get one to make it a 4-2 game. And then Caden Lee hits the empty netter to make it 5-2, which is where we end up for tonight. Shots on goal in the game. Tri-City, well, I'm going to go with what the score sheet has on it. It may not be accurate, but Tri-City 22, the Rough Riders 15. Tri-City 0 for 9 on the power play tonight. Riders 1 for 4. Tri-City took 16 minutes in penalties. Cedar Rapids took 33 minutes in penalties. Last check down the out-of-town scoreboard. The Riders win this one 5-2. Green Bay beat Muskegon 6-5. It was Youngstown over Sioux Falls 6-3. Sioux City over Chicago 6-3. Dubuque over Waterloo 6-5. It was Fargo beating Omaha 4-2. Madison beat the U.S. national team 5-2. And Des Moines beat Lincoln tonight 4-3. Next up for the Rough Riders, the next 5 games actually on the road, as they will be in Sioux City next Friday, in Lincoln next Saturday, and in Des Moines on Sunday. The Lincoln game is a 6:05. The Des Moines game is a 3 o'clock game on Sunday the 5th, and then head out to Muskegon on the 10th and the 11th. Next home game for the Rough Riders, which is also our next broadcast, which will be November 17th, when the Chicago Steel make their first trip here to the stable. And with that, we're going to wrap this one up. Thank you for joining us tonight. Our final score again, the Cedar Rapids Rough Riders 5, the Tri-City Storm 2. I'm Brad Oyston. Thanks for joining us. Good night from Cedar Rapids.